ready to hang out with you guys.
I pooped blood today.
Oh, that's how we're starting the
Twice.
stream.
You're gonna have to eat a
Twice.
pine cone? Oh my god.
No.
Unicorn.
We
No,
You
never.
and your wife's bedroom antics
Right?
can lead to other
We
things.
told you that shit's unhealthy.
Yeah.
Stop shoving
All
bottle
right.
caps in there.
So I'm Ghost, and I'm back again with my friends Craven, Kizik, and Archon. Craven, you were saying? I'd like to hear this.
Oh, I pooped some more blood today. That's where I was
Are
when
you sick?
texted me. I don't know.
Oh my god.
She cleaned house on Thanksgiving or the day before, and she kicked up a whole bunch of dust, and so I was like sneezing and coughing and feeling shitty for 2 days. And today I started feeling fine, and they're having the cheer squad or the color guard over, and they're playing games downstairs. They brought a bunch of food, so I've been eating everything. Somebody made egg rolls. Like egg rolls. I ate a bunch of them. And then pumpkin bread, little slider sandwiches, chips, more pumpkin bread, more egg rolls. Oh,
You've done this to yourself.
barbecue meatballs. Apparently the
Ouch.
combination it's not sitting well.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just you're dying. Like,
It
I'm
feels
concerned.
it, like one wipe of the ass, and I was like, oh, this is it.
This is how I die.
It's a murder scene.
Like Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit.
got one of those parasites from your Delta Green game in him.
Oh god. I hope that doesn't come out your ass. That'd be really bad.
Like Dreamcatcher. Great movie with the butt weasels.
Right? Butt weasels.
That's what they called them. They called them butt weasels.
So have you ever watched a scary movie and like been terrified of something? Not like
Yes.
butt weasels, but like
Yes.
what piece of media sticks with you and has scared you?
So when I was a teenager, it turns out real Sudafed and I do not get along great, or alternatively, we get along too great. I was I don't know how sick I was. I used to get sick all the time when I was younger, like sick, bronchitis and stuff like that. So mom gave me Sudafed, and I remember we watched Aliens, the second one, and I remember waking up and I remember I was trying to scream because it was under the bed. It was skittering around, the face hugger, and no sound was coming out. And that's just like that is the most vivid memory. Yeah, the movie didn't scare me. The dream definitely. That nightmare was fucking awful.
That sounds pretty crazy. I actually just watched Aliens, the second Alien movie.
I feel like you've just given the GM a ton of ideas. Thank you for that, Craven. Appreciate everything that's about to happen.
I already had those ideas.
Thinking that you are screaming at the top of your lungs for your mother to come and save you, and no sound is coming out. That's probably scarier than what I thought was under the bed.
Right. So that was like a piece of media that's like stuck with you for a while then, huh?
I mean, I'll definitely never forget that. It wasn't even that scary a movie. I don't remember being scared of the movie itself. It was just the dream.
Yeah, so like if Alien, the first movie, is a horror movie, the second one's mostly an action flick with horror elements. I
mean,
still love it.
it's
It's so good.
Yeah, it's absolutely, you hit it on the head. It's a sci-fi adventure with horror elements.
And I love that like you get these badass Marines that have like all the weapons and it doesn't matter. That little girl's like, it's not gonna matter. They're all gonna die. And it does. It happens.
I mean, that's kind of an oversimplification. It's not that the weapons didn't matter. It's that they didn't know their enemy.
It's true.
Yeah,
but it being
they
the
could've
unknown.
listened to Ripley.
Yep, the unknown is the horror element.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's true.
was once they learned how to deal with them. The aliens are not a major issue. Like, but you have to, you have to know and be prepared and not do stupid things like stab it, in when you're up close to it. No melee fighting. This is strictly
If it's got acid blood, right?
yeah, acid blood bad, very bad. Ceramic.
Kizik, has any like piece of media stuck with you? Have you gotten scared and like it's stuck with you for a long, long time?
I think he's doing our sound check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the other one, Final Destination, the first one.
Oh, the log truck?
No, the whole movie.
The whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie. The problem was that every death was realistic, like as in that could actually happen. Like a brick could fall off a
Right.
building, land on your head. If you drive through barbed wire, it could cut you in half. If the
Yeah.
airbag goes off and there's stuff behind your head, may jam your head into those things, causing your brain to get holes in it, which is bad.
It's funny now as an adult when I have a conversation with my son about like, don't be scared of the dark. There's much more terrifying things when you're an adult to worry about than
Yeah.
the darkness.
Yeah. Log trucks, exploding airplanes. You know? The 1 in a million chance that it happens to you. Welcome to the lottery.
I watched Bandersnatch, which is the Black Mirror choose your own adventure thing about choosing your own adventure. And for like 3 days after that, I didn't know where reality started and ended.
I don't
I'm gonna have to
understand.
check that out. You gotta explain this.
I don't understand. It wasn't even a scary movie.
It definitely was not scary. It's just like unsettling. And the fact that like every single replay of it always lets you with the like, all right, cool. So it starts off as, I don't even remember now, but
Making a
it's,
video game.
yes, they're making a video game, but it's super realistic because all of your choices matter. And then it turns out that video game was based upon a book that was a choose your own adventure book. And at the end, like the whole time you're doing it, it'll pause every like 30 to 50 seconds so you can choose your own, like what happens next. And it just like freedom of choice and like decisions that you were making didn't really matter. And I was unsettled for a long time.
Gotcha.
It was a
There's
good
something.
movie.
I need to go check it out. Apparently, so that
And the
sounds
whole
like
Black
right
Mirror
up my alley.
series is pretty good, except for the fighting dragons one.
So Jenny told me not to watch the first episode, but anything else after
Yeah,
that was okay.
that one was unsettling.
The first episode is the best.
That one was unsettling, and not in a horror. I mean, it was horrific, but not in a horror way.
He came in and told me there's 3 episodes total not to watch.
Yeah.
I'll have to check these out.
Whenever one has the fighting game that's super ultra realistic, don't watch that one.
Oh God, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, if you see the two black guys start playing video games together, just skip.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're not gonna be in any way because there's no good scenario for you here.
The lose-lose situation.
It is lose-lose.
Archon, is there a piece of media that like sticks in your mind, has scared you, throughout life?
Throughout life, not for media. No, I mean there's been some horrors that I didn't particularly like, because it stayed with me. But mostly like the horrific things that have stayed with me are things I've seen in real life. But that happens when you work at a prison.
Right.
So, but as far as media goes, I mean, there's a couple that got me. What was the one with the guy from Jurassic Park in it? It was a sci-fi movie. Event Horizon. I think is that what it was called?
Ooh, I think I know. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
That one. Because like I watched it because it was a sci-fi and I didn't know it was a horror movie. Well, I mean, 30 minutes in I knew, but it's that one was a little creepy. But I think that's mostly because I didn't go into it expecting that. When you go into a horror movie and you know what to expect, like it's kind of like action movies and stuff. Like it just doesn't faze you because you're prepared for it.
Yeah, I think you're onto something because the media that sticks in my mind the most is something I stumbled upon in the early days of the internet that I should not have seen. And it sticks with you forever. You can't get it out of your mind. There's not enough brain bleach out there to clean you. And I think, yeah, it sticks with you, and it sucks to have it in the back of your head.
I read it when I was 12, and I didn't ever like seeing clowns is still just a little bit unsettling.
Clowns are unsettling whether you've watched or read it. There's just something wrong with them.
That's
Mm.
true.
Why the Joker is such a great villain.
I never had a problem with clowns.
It's why Ronald McDonald doesn't make appearances anymore, or at least much less than he ever used to.
Yeah.
There's a Hamburglar conspiracy.
There used to be a lot of clowns. Clowns was a big thing back in the day, and I'm kind of glad that they've gone away. I hate that like the clown work, right? Like the ability to be a clown and do all of the clown things. Like that's a talent that should be kept around. No, 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 no.
Removed, just like mimes. We should just send them all to an island, and whoever survives can keep the island.
Let's talk about character disorders real quick. So, Theo, Raul, Agent Heron, you're afraid of doors. You're obsessed with teeth.
Afraid of opening doors. The doors are okay.
Agent Husky, Chad Nolan, you're a kleptomaniac. You're with a bit of an obsessive compulsive disorder. Agent Hammer has no disorders. Has not even hit his first breaking point yet. Is that true?
That is correct.
Okay.
I think I've gotten close once or twice, but we get a little bit back, and I keep passing my checks.
Well, I made some screw ups last episode. I was talking to Archon off mic about this, but I'll go ahead and just say it. I want to take a second to explain how skill checks work when they're opposed, because there was an instance where Archon was rolling a stealth against a guy's awareness. The guy rolled 18, Archon rolled a 21, and Archon should have won, because this is like Price is Right or Blackjack. The mechanic gives even more of an advantage to the character with the higher skill. So Archon should have won that. And like, I had the cultist stand up and flick a cigarette, and I was trying to get him in the right position to get like slaughtered easily, but I think it was just poorly timed and poorly handled. So I'll apologize about that. Try to be better about this game than I should have learned how to play by now.
Fucking cheaters.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So you were like going up to the tower, and he was standing on the tower as a watchman without a mask on. He was just, you know. You were supposed to time it, I think, with Craven. Craven was doing like a
My
time
guy's head
trial with
exploded.
you. Yeah. But yeah, I could have handled that better. So each of you has been pretty itchy lately. Your skin has become red and irritated. There's body hair falling out in some patches. You could think about it for a bit and try to figure out what's wrong with you, but I'm sure that each of you knows deep down inside that it's radiation poisoning. So enjoy. You might be sterile. You know, like, hopefully you... none of you had kids yet. So that's a bummer.
I thought Kizik's character had kids.
Oh, did we ever establish that?
No, we were still research. Our research is our children. We teach a lot, so like we haven't hit the we want to have kids phase.
Well, that's good because you're not going to get there.
Yeah, it's probably not happening now. So let's talk briefly about who your characters are. Let's just kind of
to be
roll
clear,
into this.
Before you get into that, to be clear, Craven, it's because you were being a dick with the ray gun that we all have cancer now.
I don't remember that.
I distinctly remember it.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, now you can go into what you're going to.
Let's just talk about who your characters are briefly. Kind of roll into this recap a little bit. There's an alien invasion going on right now in Two Oaks, this valley within a valley in Western Virginia. And our three agents were brought in by effectively a team of cowboys. People working, for the greater good of mankind, but not necessarily part of any government outfit. You know who sent you. His name is Colonel Greenheart. Agent Hammer knows him from way back, and he's a buddy of Agent Hammer's dad. So you're working for them. Your goal right now is to try to keep this alien invasion under wraps. And while you've been here, you've found another cell who seems actually more of like a governmental agency than you guys have been, and they've been called G Cell, and they're here studying or researching a cult, a doomsday cult that believes an asteroid's going to hit the planet. And G Cell's got a ton of information that backs up that claim. There is an asteroid. It is coming, and it is going to hit Earth. It is going to be the apocalypse.
All right, so we need a team of oil rig people. We need a space shuttle, and we need a nuke and a good soundtrack. Yeah,
You gotta have a good soundtrack.
Right. I need to watch Armageddon again, because that's clearly going to happen now. So that's the stakes, right? You've got an alien invasion, and you've got this asteroid incoming. So what's going on in each of your heads with this knowledge?
I mean, Chad thinks that it all must somehow be connected, and that the asteroid must obviously be a alien mothership that's going to crash into the planet, and they're all going to invade. But he is often wrong, and honestly not that bright.
Theo, the historian, is looking into there's a huge native presence here that says that there's a shadow mother figure that's underneath of Twin Oaks, and there's this strange orange-haired lady that has existed in the Twin Oaks area for way too long. We saw an orange-haired lady. He's trying to figure out how the ancient wake up super what did they call it, the measurers, no, what are the aliens that were looking, the craw, they are just looking at things, trying to figure out they call themselves observers, but they're not good at observing, and they measured something, and they're now just actively altering a whole bunch of things. They're the ones also digging for their thing. They called it the Hollow God, so that's another shadow reference. I don't know if this asteroid is coming to try to kill the Hollow God, or if the Hollow God can stop the asteroid. There's still some things to figure out. But I think maybe the aliens are good. Or they're trying to influence something that maybe will save the whole world. I don't know what the aliens' intentions are.
All right. Agent Hammer, you got anything to add?
Yeah, Hammer thinks he's going to be the first Space Marine.
How so?
Going to go into space and be a Marine.
Okay.
The intelligence of 8. I don't know what you're looking for.
I wanted to know what you were thinking. Who do you think the bad guy is?
Oh, aliens.
Alien's the bad guy. Who's the good guy?
Human. Some of them.
Human. Okay. Some
the
humans.
Human.
Where do you think your dad is right now?
I love that line of questioning.
Hey, he's hiding somewhere.
Hiding somewhere.
Yeah, good human.
He is a good human.
Good human.
All right. And where is the dog, the general? Where was the last place you saw him?
That's a good human, too.
He is a pretty good boy. Good boy.
No, that's a good human. We figured it out. I don't understand how it's possible, but our dog was human.
Well, maybe we can get some answers, and maybe we can forward the plot here. Oh, you don't want answers?
Debate. I don't need answers. I need targets.
Well, let's give you maybe a potential target here. We open our scene in the underground black site facility that G-Cell put together as part of Operation Golden Ticket. So this is the warehouse in Two Oaks where the sea container facility has been put together. Underneath that sea container facility is a secure site. We're going to call it SCIF Level 1A, because I probably titled everything wrong. Let's build it up. Hopefully this goes well without crashing. Please don't crash.
This is
Can
the
everybody see walls?
this is the dirtiest skiff I've ever seen.
It's been abandoned for quite some time.
Do they have standards? Skiffs have to be a certain standard to be a skiff. You can't be a skiff if it's not up to those standards.
So it's everything in here is pretty dated, like from the 80s, maybe late 80s, early 90s. So the things that are new in here have been like brought in, but most of like the furniture and everything is pretty dated.
Pretty
But
normal
we're
for a
gonna
skiff.
we're gonna fade up on a darkened cell. It's a holding cell. There's a figure sitting on the metal floor, just a dim light filtering through the barred door. The figure is seemingly struggling with a baggy sack, rigid, jerky, undulating movements. And Ziggy here is fishing out a roach from a forgotten pocket in his hoodie. And he looks around for a way to light it, but the holding cell is actually pretty well built. And he looks up to the camera in the corner of the cell and he's like, "Hey, man, can someone come light this, please? Hello? If you want to hold me all legally and shit, least you can do is give me a little high. Hello?" We're going to come over here to this conference room table where the G cell agents are all hanging them out. And we're going to drop you guys in. And that's where we'll start this. And I'm opening it up sandbox style. What do you guys want to get done first?
Weren't we in the middle of trying to capture one of their spacecraft? Like, hadn't we like had a montage where we like put a plan together, built vehicles, and we were like everything but doing the deed?
Everything has happened like that, and then at the end of all of that, last time, basically yesterday, let's just call it yesterday, you guys found G-Cell at Mamie's pig farm, and you found Gertrude. So you didn't actually get to do that plan, but you do still have that plan in place. But Agent Goose was killed in action, and that, unfortunately, was Agent Grizzly's brother. So he's taken that really hard. But yeah, I totally get that you guys have a plan, and we're just starting this episode with what do you guys want to get done today?
I got a vial of weird smoke that came out of a bathtub where a very large Gertie existed. I'd like to run some analysis on that with my fellow scientists.
You're gonna analyze Gertie's bathwater?
Gertie's bath smoke. I'd also like to offer Ziggy a pizza and a light. And then look at everybody and go, "Oh my goodness, he's got green blood. Like, he might be a better bait than Husky, than Hammer."
All right, so thank you for correcting, because first off, Husky not bait, Hammer bait. Secondly, why would he be good bait? He's already infected. I think he's worth studying, as in dissecting, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure they want him back. I could be wrong, though. What do you guys think?
I mean, he doesn't know he's infected.
No, he doesn't seem to know. That could be an act. You can't trust these aliens.
I mean, does he have a creature that his intelligence went into and his body?
I could scan him.
I mean, you did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, his scan came back, and there's something inside of him, definitely. And then I think he pricked his finger or slashed him or something, and he was like, "What are you talking about? I don't have green blood." So he sees it as red blood for some reason.
He's also into drugs. Like maybe we could convince him to take enough drugs that he could sense the other being in his body and communicate with it.
Maybe, just a thought. Maybe it's the drugs that are keeping the alien from controlling him.
So you want some drugs, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying if we don't let him have his drugs, he may, get taken over by the alien. But the drugs, like, maybe we're being attacked by a race of aliens that's allergic to weed.
Which is why I'm gonna go light that guy's cigarette. You guys have like some mushroom pizza?
No, that's not a cigarette, right?
I'll be back.
Good idea. Hey, don't let him take over your mind with his alien powers.
So beep beep, you put your code in. Actually, you've got a badge, and you slap it up against the thing, and the bar is open. And then they close behind you, and this is like a sanitized room. Beep beep, come through the other side. Gabby's over here. She's working on the scanner that irradiated you guys before. And she's like got a whole bunch of vials, blood test tubes. All of these I couldn't make green, but they're supposed to be green. Sorry. Let me see if I can do that right now. Shit. Anyway, they're blood.
I got a cool vial of smoke that we got from a bathtub of a weird, maybe witch lady. I'll talk later. Got a lady guy's cigarette.
Hey, man. He starts crawling on his hands and knees over to the door. Hey, man, it's like really illegal to like put me in a cage like this.
But you said you needed a light, man. I got you covered.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, yeah. And he like holds his face up to the bars with his hands on the bars. And he's got the roach in his teeth. Go ahead, light me, man.
All right. Oh man, we need to get you some more.
Plan. Should have gone with my plan.
Maybe get you some pizza. You looking kind of rough down here. You feeling okay?
Dude, I haven't eaten in like 2-3 days, man. Those cultists, they treated me like shit too, dude. And now, like, the G-men are fucking treating me like shit. This is... Fuck, dude. This is completely fucked, man.
You said you were on the, like, city council. Does anybody know you're missing?
Dude, yeah, like, I'm sure tons of people know I'm missing, man. Like, I'm missing for a while, dude.
We're going to talk with the city council, and I'm definitely going to try to get you some pizza. And I hope you have a great day, man.
Dude, like, what kind of pizza? Like, sausage? Do I get to order? Are you gonna be cool, man?
Yeah. Order it up through me. What do you need? I thought you were a mushroom guy, like something groovy.
Yeah. Like sausage, maybe? Yeah, sausage and mushroom. That'd be great, dude. Don't put pineapple on my pizza, though.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
he's an alien. He's definitely an alien.
Will you stay comfortable down here? I hope this helps.
This isn't comfortable at all, man. Like, could I get a chair in here or something? Or, like, turn the tunes on at least, man.
We should kill him.
I'll see what I can find. Is there like a blanket I can give him?
Sure, yeah, you could walk over to a cabinet, find a blanket really easily. Somebody just forgot to give him.
I mean, here's a blanket.
Appreciate you, dude. Like, that's tight, man. Thanks. How long am I gonna be in here, man?
Like we're trying to. We're gonna go talk to the city council because, again, you're part of the city council. And do you know anything about those cultists?
What do you know about the cults, man?
I know that they have a flaming deer that I don't know if they worship it, but I saw a redheaded lady talking to it.
You stay away from that red. He like gets really up into your face. You stay away from that redhead lady, man. If you know what's good for you, dude. She's fucking crazy, man. She's a fucking witch, dude. You absolutely, like, you gotta stay away from her, man. She's fucking, she's bad news, dude.
Take another hit, man. You're just a little bit wild.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so intense right now. But he smokes the roach completely, and it just kind of like dissolves and disappears. And he's like, oh man, fuck. All right, but yeah, you need to stay away from her, man. She's fucking bad news.
Yeah. Did you hear that she can raise the dead?
Oh man, I haven't lived here for a very long. Like, I came from Ohio, so like, I wasn't born here or nothing. But I came here and I started hearing like stories about the redheaded witch and stuff, and it's fucking real, man. She's crazy, dude. I see her sometimes down at Podunk's, but like nobody fucking says it's her, man. But I know it's her, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Have you heard of the rumors about the Hollow God?
That's the cult, man. The cult says they worship the Hollow God, right? They're fucking weird shit, though, man. I wouldn't. Nah, they're all rednecks. They're all weird.
Yeah, yeah. How about an asteroid? You heard anything about an asteroid coming?
They said it was the red sun, man, or the red star, or something like that. Some goofy, stupid shit. I don't know. They seemed like a bunch of like pagans, which is cool. I'm cool with pagans and everything, man. But like, they were, I think, gonna sacrifice me, man. I think that's why they had me down in that pit.
And there's nothing special about you?
Man, my mom said I was pretty special. I don't know, man. I'm on the town council and stuff. I could be special, I guess.
So you think the other town councils are special too?
Well, yeah, they've been around for a long time. We're just a bunch of old fogies, man. We're trying to run this town as best we can. But like, there's some weird shit going on. I mean, that fucking G-Man holding cell that I didn't know existed here. You could put a black bag on me, but we didn't drive fucking an hour and a half. I know we're still in Two Oaks.
Who's your favorite guy on the council?
Me, man. Me.
You don't have any allies? You got to get something to pass those votes. Is it like top 5 or majority of rules?
Yeah, there's like 6 of us all on town council and everything, man. But like, the sheriff's on it. I'm on it. Let's see, we got Brandy Pocock's on it, and Braxton Coleman. If you know him, man, he sells booze, dude. And Rodney Good, he's on it too. And then what was that? It was me, 2, 3, 4, the sheriff 5. Oh, and then Gorza, the rich guy.
Which one of them give you the most willies?
The Willies, man. I think Brandy Pocock gives me the Willies, man. She owns the Haven Inn, dude, and she's gossip queen.
Well, I'll be back. You're super helpful. Do you know where I can get some more cigarettes for you?
Dude, I get my stuff from 2 dudes. They're younger guys. I don't know if you've met them yet, but they like to like pee off the water tower and stuff. John and Dave, man, if you meet them, or Mike Daniels used to get me stuff.
You said sausage and mushroom pizza.
Mushrooms, yeah, dude, totally. All right, it's gonna be not really sweet, but thanks, man. You're a lifesaver.
What's your favorite band? I'm gonna get you like a CD player.
Ah, dude, for real, man.
Yeah. You look like a Marley guy, right?
Yeah, dude, I'll totally go with Marley.
You hang tight. We're trying to get you out of here as quickly as we can.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, man. And he kind of like sits back down. He's got the blanket now. He's wrapped around him. He's feeling better.
Kizik. Name one Bob Marley song.
I Shot the Sheriff.
Ooh, there you go.
That's a good one.
I rescind everything I was about to say.
Hey, Kizik.
If you ask me to name another one, I'm out.
Name 5.
I was just gonna
You
go
like
with
Marley, man?
I could say they all sound like this. Boom, check, a check, a check, a check.
Damn, got it. I have Ziggy Marley's autograph. Anyway, you gonna walk up to Gabby. What are the other two agents doing in all this? You guys see this all on the camera? This exchange between Ziggy and Heron.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention because I've had an epiphany that I believe I'm correct on, and I'm trying to weaponize weed now.
I'm watching, eating popcorn. Like, damn, I thought for sure he was gonna like grab him and like the thing was gonna come out and just infect him, but no luck. I mean, good thing it didn't happen.
I'm gonna make marijuana gas grenades.
So I think that we need to go down to Podunk's. I will say that. That's one of the things I caught from that, watching that interview.
Okay. Podunk's is a good place to go. I don't have a map for Podunk's yet, unfortunately. But we all can imagine what it's like.
What, our imaginations?
I know, right? What a failure. Jesus Christ. Can't make a fucking 3D map for all the places you're going to go in this town?
Right? God forbid players throw you for a loop and you just have to close the book and
Right.
be like, we're fucking winging it now. And that never happens.
So, Heron, you're going to source a CD player and some marijuana, and you're walking over to Gabby right now? What are you planning?
Gabby is my fellow scientist. I'm gonna like shake this vial of smoke that I got. I'm gonna say, "Oh man, you're not." It's like witchcraft and the cultists, and they had this giant girl named Gertie, who was in a pit, and she took a lot of bullets to kill, and she had like a bathtub full of smoke. I got some of that. She was like painting with her own blood. There's a lot of weird mysteries going on here. Can you like analyze what this smoke is and what it does? I know you're also working on that blood stuff, but and I'm gonna look for a nice vial of tubes and put my tube right there next to it.
Can Chad have walked over here and interjected in this conversation?
Sure, you can. Bring it in.
So Chad walks in, beep boop, and he's like, "Hey, Theo, that was a very interesting conversation you had with this guy. So it's a really good idea, being like you're gonna get him some pizza. We can totally like put sedatives in that, right? Like that's something you've got, right, Gabby? We can knock this guy out so we can analyze him, right?
Yeah, sure. I've got sedative.
Or just give him the pizza because he's hungry.
Yeah, he's you know he's not our guest, right, Theo?
Yes, but he also like was as super forthright with all the information that we ever asked of him.
Absolutely. There's a thing in his head.
Yeah, but it's not controlling. We don't know what like triggers that thing from happening.
Which means that if we can get enough sensors on him and we can study what happens to a person when they're taken over.
Yeah, you're trying to force it to come out by giving him sedatives.
Well, I want to study what happens to the human mind when that happens. Or rather, I want Gabby to study it because I'm too dumb to know what all that does.
Okay.
Also, Gabby, never give that gun to
Hammer?
That's either Chad's gun or my gun.
Well, good news. It's a tuned gun at this point, so she hands it out like between the two of you, waiting for one of you to grab it first.
I don't want that.
I had my hand up like a rock, paper, scissors was going to happen, and you put your hand in your pocket. So I go, and I pat my chest and I put it in my briefcase.
Look, you definitely want to wear a radiation suit while you handle that thing, or at least have it on.
Yep. Do you have a radiation suit? Oh, we could probably find one.
I tried to give you guys radiation suits last. Okay, yeah, I have them, and I'll give you one. She walks over and grabs a suitcase full of radiation suit and comes back. She's like, it might help, but it looks like you're a little sunburnt right now anyway. But anyway, the scanner is tuned to the craw biology, I guess. So it's going to be able to help you find them.
Thanks. That's really helpful.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get on your spoke in a bottle.
I mean, you believe me, right? Because that's like real stuff that's actually happening now. It took me a long time to come to terms with it.
She looks up and she's got blood coming out of her nose a little bit. And she's like, I believe you. I'm working on it.
Wait, she's got blood coming out of her nose?
Yeah,
Is it red?
it is red.
She's
Do,
fine.
do you need some weed and pizza? I'm trying to help
Does she
out.
need some
Ziggy.
anti-radiation meds?
She's toughing it out. It doesn't look like she's losing like globs of hair or anything like you guys, but her bloody nose could be a bunch of different things. Do you want a hument roll on it and find out?
Oh, I will try. I'm gonna fail the shit out of it, but why not? Let's give it a shot.
Well, that's cool. If you fail it, you can mark it, and then the next time we can roll on it.
Yeah, I rolled a 98. So, where's human? Oh, look, I've already got stuff marked from last time. We didn't do our skills, our upgrades from last time.
How many
I
skills
rolled
do you
a-
got marked?
I got a bunch marked, including human int.
Okay. Would you roll, Heron?
I got a 70 out of 70.
Wow, right on. Shit. She is struggling to maintain her sanity here. It is manifesting in popped blood vessels. Like, the stress is getting to her. And there's a lot of, like, riding on her. You gotta think, you know for a fact this asteroid is coming to just decimate the planet. That's where she's coming from. She knows that everyone that she loves or has ever interacted with is going to die. And there's a lot riding on what's going on right here and right now, and what's like under pressure. She's just coping with it poorly. Well, I think she's actually doing very well. Just as an FYI, Grizzly, on the other hand, he rolled 100 when I did this for each of these agents. Critically failed. So Agent Grizzly is going to eat his gun if no one stops him. I've got a thing for that hammer if you want to... You're the only one there, except for his guys.
Wait, does he have the gun in his hand?
Yeah, he's definitely like contemplating. He's got his sidearm in his hand and he's looking at it longingly.
Oh, yeah. So I'm working on my weed grenades. I hand him a joint. Like, you should do this real quick. Just trade me that for that. And that's a nice gun. Jeez.
Where did you get this weed?
There's the medical bag. There's a whole bunch of shit back there.
There is weed back there.
Yeah, I just went back there and got some.
Okay. This is a bag, by the way. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's stuff on the shelves. There's like smoke grenades and stuff. If you go back there, you will see this MP5K. It's a Heller and Koch, right? Or Koch? H&K. And it's in a jar filled with yellow liquid. And the jar is pretty big.
The gun is in a jar of yellow liquid.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I looked at it, I saw it, and I was like, nope. And then I proceeded to grab the grenades, smoke grenades, and weed, and in my attempt to create the first ever weed bomb.
Are you willing to roll your demolitions right here, right now in the conference room, surrounded by G-cell agents, or do you want to do that elsewhere?
Yes, I'll do it right here.
You pull the pin on the smoke grenade and you just hold it. You're like, oh man, what do I do?
I just want to see if it's going to work. I got to test it. This is a great way to test it.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do that?
I wasn't gonna just straight up ask. Are you sure
I
you
got
want to smoke
I
out?
got a 2.
It's pretty good.
Okay, success.
It's definitely a success.
All right, so your goal here is to take the canister apart, pack it with marijuana,
Uh-huh.
and then place the starter.
If they had instead
Prime.
of just actual marijuana, if they had the THC oil, that would be the way to effectively make this into an armament.
You could just make a continuously spraying vape pen. That's like
Essentially something like a near permanent vape pen. 10
Okay.
minutes of pure, a concentrated. Like everybody in this room is no longer going to feel sad or anything.
So I've gotta be the bearer of some bad news.
Mm-hmm.
This facility being so old, the stock that you've got is very old. It's ditchweed. Now it's right next to the cocaine that they also had stockpiled in here. But the ditchweed you've
a little
got.
bit to make it stronger.
I mean, you could try to do like a pharmacy roll if you want to really get into that. But I think ultimately your goal is to burn a bunch of marijuana, right?
Yeah,
That's going to happen. That goal is succeeded.
I mean, there's
It is
medical
just-
equipment here. We should be able to extract the THC.
So here in the facility, it's all just the old ditchweed. There's medical grade into Oaks. There's a greenhouse just down the street.
All right, fair enough. So this is just an experiment to see if it'll work.
Okay, good deal. And it does. It will. Your demolitions roll was successful. So yeah, if you want to smoke him out now, and just-
Everybody's getting smoked out.
okay. Let me roll
Yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Chad passed his willpower check not to steal anything.
Oh, nice. Thank you. They all succeeded. Okay, cool. So they're going to react pretty poorly to this, and they're all going to be pretty furious with you. Grizzly,
For
however,
a minute.
yeah, Grizzly is going to hand you his gun,
Mhm.
and you've successfully staved off the invasive thoughts for him. And Gina and Giggles and Gigi are all going to open these sliding doors after a couple minutes, and there's just going to be Snoop Dogg level fog coming rolling out.
I'm gonna take the grenade and toss it into Ziggy's cell when they do that. I'm just gonna take it back there, put it in the cell. Yeah, let's not waste it.
Right. All right. So you come back here with Ziggy, and the bars are really, really close together. So you could lay it out here, or you could open the door and toss it in. But Ziggy's going to be like, I recognize that smell, man. That's some 70s Acapulco gold. Oh, man. That's some good stuff.
Do these cells open and close quickly, or?
Well, we haven't seen it yet, but they're pretty quick.
Yeah, I open it, toss it in, close it.
We went from ditchweed to Acapulco gold.
It's 70s Acapulco gold, and it is ditchweed compared to today. All right, so oh man, that's sweet, dude. Thank you.
So how are you feeling?
Pretty shitty, man. You guys have got me in the cell. You're
Yeah,
a G-man too,
tell me,
then,
like-
dude. You're one of them government officials, man.
You
You one of
no,
them like
I don't think I'm on. I don't think I would count as that. More of oh, got it. You know who the Men in Black are?
Dude, I watched that movie, man. Will Smith was the shit in that movie, man.
Well, we're the guys that take care of the Men in Black.
Whoa, spooky, dude.
Yeah. So if you're on our radar, you know what that means, right?
Like, am I on your radar, man? Like, what did I do? You found me, man, in a cult pit.
If you look
dude.
around you, you're literally in a cell.
I
No
know,
one
man.
knows
What
you're
did I?
there.
What?
Maybe you should, think about this. What did you do? How did you get here? What's keeping you alive right now?
I'm on the town council, man.
How long have you been missing, Ziggy?
3 days, man.
Yeah, we didn't even know you were missing. No
What?
one knows you're missing.
That's bullshit, man.
Welcome to the Men in Black, Ziggy.
But like, I'm in, man. You gonna burn my fingertips off, man?
No. No, if we wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
What? So what? What do you want, man?
We want to know what you know.
What do I? Oh, like about the cult, man. Like that other guy came in here and he was asking about the cult, dude. I could tell you a little bit about it, man, but I didn't like go to any meetings or nothing. You want to know about?
How did they get you?
How'd they get me, man? So, like, I was over at Cooper's Music, like, digging the bluegrass, and all of a sudden, like, I was coming out, right, after hanging out there, and these 2 green pickup trucks pull up, and a bunch of fucking rednecks come out, and they're, like, hassling me, and I've seen them around town, and, like, they're shitheads, right, but, like, what are you gonna do? It's kind of, Western Virginia and everything. But anyway, they came up and they were like, "You," and they hit me a bunch and they put me in the back of the truck, and then we followed the road and we went around to the pig farm, and they hit me a bunch more, and they put me down in the pit, and then they didn't say anything for a while, but like. There's like creepy shit going on. Man, there was like a wood chipper that would run like 3 hours in the middle of the night, 2 nights, and then I don't know. There was a bunch of like squawking and stuff. It was weird, man.
That's all you're going to tell me for now?
What do you want to know, man? I'll tell you anything. You guys came and rescued me, man, and then you slashed me and asked me what color my fucking blood was, and then, like, we're here now, so obviously there's something going on with me, and what, my blood's all weird? Is that what they wanted me for? That girl, Lady Gabby chick, she took blood too, man. So it's my blood, right? It's my blood special. Am I gonna be a superhero, man?
How did they get it inside you?
Get what inside me?
Gonna stick with that story, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Alright, well, I'll see you tomorrow, Ziggy.
You gonna bring back my pizza, though?
I keep walking. I'll leave the weed grenade, though.
Aw, thanks, dude! And he starts like, grabbing it and putting it closer to his face.
Chad's been looking that whole time for anti-radiation meds.
Oh, they're in here.
He's taken some and offered some to Theo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for a CD player. We got a '90s like stockpile, right?
Hey,
We
man,
definitely got a CD player.
I
Yeah,
think we got a list of shit we should probably go up and get from the surface. Actually, I mean, if you found that, that's great. But like, we got to drop by Podonks. We obviously got some supplies we need, and we got to decide what our next move is. And I think a drive is maybe the way to go. Of course, I haven't talked to Hammer about any of this yet. And he walked through here a minute ago with something that looked like a canister with some duct tape on it.
Yeah, there was smoke coming out the bottom.
Right?
Gabby's like, it smelled really bad.
Donkey.
It smelled like skunk's ass.
I would ask the people still in the room here, what's with the gun in the yellow vat of liquid?
Oh, you asked G-Cell? Because
Yeah.
they're high now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In particular, do you want
Hey,
to
look,
talk?
it's like a truth serum, man. They'll tell me everything.
No, how high?
Agent-
How high are they? Are they like so high that they're like that yellow stuff tastes terrible, or are they like?
They're like, don't touch. So that was here before we got here, and we can't guarantee the safety of anything in this green box.
What green
So
box?
this place, sorry, is called a green box. They started laughing. They're like,
Right.
it's got a bunch of stuff in it. From
Okay.
the-
I feel like they're talking about how they can't guarantee the safety, and Theo has found this armory shelf and is pulling like equipment off.
Yeah, right. We can't guarantee any of it works. We didn't leave it here or anything like that.
The grenades work. They do need a little bit of tuning, but I got some plans.
Yeah, so Gunner and everybody was supposed to go through all this stuff, but they're all, oh my god, Gunner, he's so fucked up. And Gigi's like, oh, they're so fucked up. They're down below in their own rooms. They're recovering.
Nope, that's
Because remember, those three guys got the shit kicked out of them by the same cultist that had Ziggy. And they were going to go through the wood chipper. And you saved them. You guys are heroes.
heroes.
But they're like, the gun in the vat. We haven't tried to shoot it or anything. There's no paperwork on it. It was just left here a long time ago. And that's in a big jar. It's not like illuminated or anything. It's got a magazine in it. You can tell that from the outside of the jar looking in.
He just wants you guys to touch it. It's filled with Yeti pee.
Ew, you touched Yeti pee? Gross. Just kidding, it's not Yeti pee.
Theo and Gabby are discussing like scientific things. Theo thinks the best way to keep Gabby calm is to keep her working on like something scientific, engaging her whole mind.
Hey, you want to keep her calm. You let that cell just keep wafting in here.
Yeah, Chad just really wants to load up off this weapon rack, like the scene out of the Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, grab what you're gonna grab out of there.
Oh, so he can do it? Yeah, he's going to do that.
Yeah, you can absolutely grab anything out of this place. I left them all as little icons, so you can tell me what you want, and I'll unlock it. You can take it back.
I'm just pulling stuff off the shelf. You don't need these, right? Yeah, we want those.
Theo's asking, like, do they have historical documents here? Like, have they gone through everything?
We moved in when we set up our stuff, and we just started using our stuff. We haven't really had time to go through the before stuff that was here.
Was this here the whole time, or is this a modular thing?
So the underground facility was here the whole time. When we got sent in with 3 tractor trailers, and they had our gear. So like the trail cameras, the drone, our computers, the scientific lab equipment, that stuff we have.
Cool. Also, I love the video that's on this laptop. And by love, I mean I can't stop looking at it.
Oh, you didn't go back there to actually look at it. So not a game.
Yes, I don't have a reason for my guy to be back there, but it's wild.
What the fuck,
It
Matt?
took It took me a long time to get that done. And that's like one piece. Yeah, it was hard. Difficult. And that's, I think, why it's stuck out the back, because that was the only way that I could link them. But it was pretty good. Pretty good. You'll see more of this stuff. But if you go back there and look at it, I need a sanity check.
I mean, everybody's high in the thing. I'm just gonna go start looking through old file cabinets for history things.
Okay. So, here, we'll start here. These personnel files, they're of you and your team, including Agent Red, Ringo, and Royale. So they're files that track Theo, like, in his personal life. Knows your wife, knows who you're working for. All the good stuff. Very unsettling. This letter here, it's dated from the late 80s, like 89. And it has to do with an investigation here that was in ritual cultist theme, but it had to do with the mining incident that happened in 88 or 89.
Do I get on that computer?
Yeah, you can do that.
No, I'm looking at these are computers that they brought here. I want like the files that are around here. So those aren't anything I care too much about. But I got papers in here.
Yeah, this is a map. It's a map of Two Oaks and the valley surrounding. And it's got a bunch of trails and stuff that's mapped out on it. And X's marking old mine shafts. And there's probably 20 of them throughout the valley.
I'm going to take a little picture of that with my phone.
Okay. Just so we remember that you have this, I'm going to give you one, if you could take that.
What's in this syringe back here?
Whatever you want it to be.
Oh. Just a random syringe.
It's heroin! I don't know. I littered the place. I figured, like, between a syringe and this chemical over here, you guys could put something together to stab Ziggy with it.
Syringe.
Why would we just stab Ziggy with it?
There's a bottle right there beside it says poison.
And
Yeah, there you go. Alright, so yeah, you continue looking through files. If Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
You get
going
real-
for it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's some documents here. I'm going to check those out first. Then I hear a psst. Hey, you. Go look at the computer screen.
So yeah, before you lose your fucking mind, the documents, they document a company that owned. So out of the 20 mines that were marked on the map, this company owned like 80% of them, and it's got personnel files of the miners that were lost in that tragic accident.
The mining incident. Is that the first I've heard of that?
Yeah, because you haven't talked to any people around town. That is probably the first time you've heard about that.
What's the company name?
It is Gorza Tech.
That's one of the 6 members of the elders. No, what do they call themselves? Board of directors. Town council.
Good job. You get a luck point.
The mic is on though, so they know that you're now running around silly like.
Hi, silly like.
Turn the camera on if you want.
Okay.
77, critical fail.
So you walk up on this old ass laptop. Like, it is old ass. Sitting back here in the back corner. It's in shadow. You walk up to it and it seems off. But as you come around and look at the screen, the darkness of the black off screen changes and shifts, and you see these eyes staring out at you. And the more that you look at them, the more you get the impression that these eyes are deep, like within the earth. The blackness around the eyes is soot and coal dust and just this matted nastiness of the inside of the earth's crust. And it's staring at you, and you can't look away. Your critical failure. You're going to be staring here. You guys want to flip a coin, or who wants to go and try to save Theo's life?
I would like to shoot him with a stun gun. Do I need to roll for that? I just found this thing. I really wanted to use it. Can I walk in on him doing that and instantly be like, nope?
Yeah, but first, Theo, take 1d6 sanity loss. And then Chad hits you with a fucking stun gun.
I'm going to shoot him with it too. It's a taser, little barbs pop out. Make sure that it works by pulsing it a few times. Then I'm going to drop the cartridge out of it, reload it, and shoot the laptop.
Okay. Sparks fly. And Theo's pretty incapacitated at the moment. I can make
Dude,
your pants.
duty peed. That's what I was going to say. It's like duty peed.
Rude.
And I'm just going to walk out. You have two metal barbs attached to these cable things that end in like an empty cartridge in the room when you wake up, Theo. You basically have fish hook. Yeah, they hurt like hell. They're like fish hooks.
When I see Husky, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you guys ready? I got some supplies I need to get."
Yeah, I think we do need to get some supplies, but Theo's gonna need a minute to pee himself.
Oh, jeez, is he okay?
I think he's all right.
What happened?
Not sure. I went in there. He was just staring like intently at this laptop, all weird like,
Weed.
and
It was weed.
oh, you think
Right.
it was?
It was
Oh,
weed.
oh yeah, it probably was. Oh man, I feel kind of bad for shooting now, but I bet he doesn't feel it's the upside.
You shot him?
Oh yeah, you seen this thing? Hey, there's like a pile of stun guns in the armory. These things are awesome.
Oh, I was busy getting gas grenades. I think we can use weed to pacify the aliens and let their hosts remain in control.
You know, I think maybe that won't work, but it's okay. I'm willing to give it a shot because I've got real grenades for when it doesn't work.
Agreed. I mean, it's just it's just an idea. Like,
Yeah. I'm down to try it, but we're gonna need supplies, and it sounds out if you want to make a lot more of those, we're gonna need more supplies.
yeah.
Oh man, I really wish that that dude from the reception at the hotel didn't disappear. He'd have been real handy.
Reception at the hotel.
Yeah, man, he was. He would have known where to find the good shit. I wonder if Theo's awake yet. Do we hear groaning or anything?
We could just drag him. I just put him over my shoulder and take him if he's unconscious.
At that point,
Flop him on the couch.
No, I'm just gonna throw him in the back seat of the. Oh no, just throw him in the trunk. He's gonna be upset if we go shopping without him.
Right?
It's not my fault he's sleeping.
shopping or stealing?
What's the
Yes.
difference?
What is the plan?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Sounds like we're holding up the sports store again.
What time of day is it?
It's only probably 10 in the morning at this point.
No, we're probably gonna have to go legit shopping.
We have money now, right?
Well, we had money before.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, why do we steal all that?
Because why pay for it when you don't have to?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, that's where my character's kleptomania thing came from. Like, he was totally against it until he did it, and then he was like,
Why would you ever pay for something when you could get it for free?
Are we going to Podunks?
I think we do need to go to Podunks, but at 10 in the morning, we're probably not going to get the results we're looking for. I think we're going to have to wait till evening.
So, which one's Podunks?
That's the bar we stopped at when we first got here.
Oh yeah, I don't know that Podunks is gonna have what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but what I'm looking for, you remember the interview that Theo had with Dude earlier? He said the red-haired lady shows up there, and I've got a stun gun,
Oh, that's fair.
right?
I have a gun.
Yeah, we might need that. Actually, we could try your grenades first, but I don't think she's infected.
Yeah, I got the impression she was something else.
Yeah.
You hear a thumping in your trunk, and Theo's absolutely losing his shit because he was staring at the eyes of somebody trapped in the earth, and he wakes up in pitch darkness.
In a coffin.
I mean, we're probably in the hammer thing. What do you call your truck? The sledge. So it's a big trunk. You can see daylight out of it. I feel like he should be used to waking up in people's trunks by now.
Yeah, this can't be the first time.
No, it isn't. I did it to him earlier. Remember Podunks? Moonshine?
I woke up in a bathtub. Thank you very much.
That's right. You missed the whole riding home in the trunk part.
So where are you headed first?
Nuts and bolts.
Okay.
Oh,
That's simple enough.
Was it nuts and bolts or was it one a screw?
I think there's both in this town.
Nice.
One sells hardware and the other sells tools.
Yeah, there's an unspoken agreement.
So you sell all these screws. Do you have a screwdriver? No, I don't. I can't sell this. You've got to drive across town.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go see Harrison over there.
It's across the street. It's literally across the street.
That's too convenient. It's got to be 4 blocks down.
I'm really coming home in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, the hardware store.
At one point, there were 12 teenage girls in this house.
What?
Ugh.
Oh, you're talking about IRL.
It was very loud.
That's sad for you.
I had headphones and I took a nap.
Nice. Alright, so we're gonna put that's the map. I didn't want to do that. We'll take this. We'll put it down here. And that'll be nut and bolt. Alright, so you hit up the hardware store first. And you've got a list of stuff. You're gonna go in and the little door will jingle jangle. This is the place that you busted out a couple weeks ago at this point. No, a little bit over a week ago. And Mr. Good has gotten his stuff back together since then, and he's behind the counter. He's talking to a patron, and you guys go and shop. What are you guys getting?
So we need more. We're gonna need to make our own smoke grenades. So I was thinking some kind of a magnesium strip that would just burn hot and would vaporize the oil.
Why not just buy vape pens and then wire them to just continuously spray? It just seems safer.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that's electronic, though.
There's gonna be a vape shop in this town.
Yeah, that's so true.
Also, I bet it can still be either a demolition or a trap roll, and I'm really good at both of those.
It makes sense. It might actually work too.
Okay, so those are some ideas. And you're gathering this stuff up and you're taking it to Mr. Good.
We
I just
probably
wanna know-
need containers to put the juice in, because we don't want them to burn out quick.
So you're getting some containers?
Yeah, I guess cans would work.
Like
I don't
paint cans?
No, like more like soup size cans.
Oh man, we're gonna do the scene from Batman after all. We're gonna get some balloons and have a parade and then spray everybody. except instead of people dying, they're just gonna be like really hungry.
Hungry and happy.
And just to bring you guys up to speed, there is a marijuana farm here. It's in a greenhouse.
So I saw it, but I didn't think I was supposed to know about it yet. So
Yeah, I don't know if so Two Oaks is a weird place. They wouldn't have it on their brochure, but there would have been a booth here last Saturday if you guys had come to the street festival. So you kind of would have known about it, I think.
I would have called up John or Dave or Mike Daniels and got a lead. They're all busy, like going, "Hey, should we get like another thermos? Do you think that'd help dissipate the oils?" And I'm on the phone going, "Is this Mike Daniels? Do you know a guy named Ziggy? Looking to buy some marijuana."
I'm not
I know
sure
what I
all
need,
of those
Matt.
guys can actually talk anymore.
I know what I need, Matt. I got this figured out.
What do you need?
Little motors, little electric motors.
Okay. So leaf blowers.
No, smaller. We're talking like for like remote control car motors.
Okay.
Those little fans that you walk around in
Computer
parks
fan.
with.
Nope, computer fans. That's it. That's exactly it. So we take computer fans, put them on a soup can, put a bunch of batteries in there, link them up, put the hook them up to a coil, and then you just click a button. The fan comes on, just starts pulling it through the atomizer, and boom, big smoky.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. Not that
What-
expensive either.
So you guys walk into the vape shop, and there's this guy behind the counter.
Of course, he's already got an NPC for the vape shot. This does not look like the kind of guy I expect to see in a vape shop.
I bet
He was
he's
a little
real
dressed
English.
up. He was dressed up when the shot was taken.
Why are there so many of them? And if he's a clone, do we have to shoot them all? The waves of Daves start coming at us.
Oh yeah.
Waves of Daves? Yeah? No?
Waves,
Okay.
waves.
Okay.
No.
Let's pitch him in a well.
Roll sanity.
What the fuck? It's not doing. Hold on. 1 second. This is a different guy. I'm trying to get the second Dave in here. There's not really a Dave. There he is. He's a Seth. Hi, Seth.
That's the guy we want to get a read from.
So you walk into this vape store. Dave's behind the counter helping Seth out. Seth's buying a brand new bong. Seth's like, "Man, I just want some percolators, dude. Like, they percolate so good." Dave's like, "Okay, so this is what I've got." And he hands him, he's doing a good sales pitch. You guys walk in with your ideas.
I failed my willpower roll not to steal anything, but I rolled a 35 on stealth, which is a super good pass.
Roll
What-
a luck roll for me, real
what's
quick.
in here to steal?
Yeah, give me a luck roll.
Sure. Luck roll.
You have
Sure.
luck as a stat.
69. Yeah, nice. So that's a critical success.
What do you want it to be?
Starts vaping.
Can he have already like built these types of grenades as like a party favor? And they're like,
Oh
they're just like they're in like bags right next to the door. Like, is he showing them off? Can we just go in there and grab him while he's not looking and head back out?
Sure.
Hey man, this is like exactly what you were trying to build. Look at this thing. It's except for he used a Folgers can instead of a soup can. This thing's like supersized,
Like he was in my head.
right?
It uses the air pump for a blow-up mattress.
Oh my god!
It's
It's not a grenade. It's a flamethrower.
It's gonna put that'll fill a room.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Are
Theo's
these
waiting in
preloaded?
line.
Are these preloaded with THC oil?
They are not. You will
Right.
still need to come up with that.
That's easy. He either sells it in here or his buddy that he's selling stuff to, Seth, knows where to get it. So I'm just gonna walk in middle of their conversation and just ask Dave if he sells THC oil here.
Oh, we're not done with them yet. Okay, so Dave and Seth. So Dave's like, he looks at you. He's like, I don't know, man. You look like a cop. We don't sell THC
In
oil
what
here,
world do I look like a cop?
dude.
Also,
You look like you could eat cops
Is
and
it-
then be a cop.
isn't it legal?
So not technically in Virginia yet. You can't like go to the store and buy it yet because their government's fucked up, man.
Question. Let's see. You can't buy it, but like I could buy that napkin, and you would have a free gift for me that comes with the napkin.
Oh, this guy gets it. Wink, go, wink, wink, wink. You want like the local stuff, or you want like stuff from like DC? I can get stuff from Maryland, or like what are you into?
I need a lot of whatever you have on hand. Preferably the strongest you've got.
Dave looks at Seth. Seth looks at you. Seth's like, I grow the strongest shit around.
Yeah, but do you boil it down into THC oil?
I've got a whole processing facility,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, see,
Can I get
this guy looks like the kind of guy you want from.
50-gallon barrel. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You got money, man? I can't just let it go for free.
How do you feel about saving the world?
I dated a girl who asked me the same fucking thing, man. You know what I told her? Not gonna happen.
Fair enough. It had to be worth a shot. What's that going to run us?
50-gallon barrel, man, of pure THC oil. You're looking at a cool $50,000.
Ooh, that's a little high.
I'm a little high.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Where let me see what I can get together. Do you have a number, address, somewhere I can reach you at?
Yeah, man, I've got a place set up like just south of town. There's a big old like greenhouse out there, man. It's called Green Acres.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. We'll be in touch. I gotta see if I can get some funds together.
Hey, do you guys know Ziggy?
The old guy on the town council, man. Yeah, he's a fucking trip, dude.
You ever do anything weird?
Do anything weird, man? He's an old head, man. He like, what isn't weird? Guy runs around naked, like picking fruit and shit. Ziggy's cool.
Did he tell you about the asteroid?
Oh no, asteroid.
Oh yeah, he was on something. He said something like a red star asteroid. It's kind of wild.
What are you guys into like weird stuff? Says Dave conspiratorially. He's like, me and my buddy John, man, we got some weird shit. What do you guys know about weird shit?
Uh,
I'm asking for a 50-gallon drum of THC oil.
I mean, that's true, but that's not really super weird shit. I'm talking about like weird stuff. This place has always been weird, Two Oaks. And like me and my buddy John, man, we've been collecting stuff for a long time.
do you know about the flaming deer?
I don't know about a flaming deer, but I got a doll that like talks. You know, I got a box that doesn't open. I got like it's weird though. I don't know how else to explain it.
Like,
You got shit in jars, you know, weird stuff.
So after packing everything away in the van, because apparently we're not done here yet, Chad's gonna come strolling back in and catch this part of the conversation and be like, "Hey, what are we talking about? We talking about weird shit?"
Yeah,
Yep.
like stuff in jars and boxes that don't open.
Oh,
It sounds like you just got to be nicer to the girl. That box will open up.
Hey, question. Wait up. Instead of money, what if we had weird shit to trade for the 50-gallon drum of THC oil?
I'm trying to get rid of the weird shit that I've got, man.
I mean,
like people just keep
yeah.
sending it to us. And, like we
Oh.
find it.
I mean, we might have a storage facility for weird shit you can send it to.
Or some weird shit to trade. I got an old gun in a vat of some kind of liquid.
But they said they don't want the weird shit. They want to get rid of it. We might be able to take some off your hands if that weird shit came with a 50-gallon drum of... What are we getting?
THC oil. They want
Ooh.
50 grand.
Oh, hey, on that note, hey guys, you seem like experts. If I were to hypothetically take a dart gun and put THC oil in it and shoot somebody with it, what would happen?
It would hurt like fuck.
Okay. Good to know.
Would they get high, though?
I don't know, man. Like you can take THC a bunch of ways, but like straight to the bloodstream's probably not the best way. You want like
But it wouldn't kill you.
No, I don't think it'll kill you. It'll hurt though.
That's
Pain's not really the problem.
That's acceptable.
We need to make people high as fast as possible.
Maybe we don't, though.
What?
What if they're not the ones getting high?
Who are we talking about here, man?
You get what I'm?
Weird shit.
You get what I'm driving at?
Kind of. But
What if?
like,
What if it were like a direct insertion?
right? Like you're thinking that it's not.
Oh yeah,
it's
boof it, man.
not- It's a good thing these guys have something we need.
I was seriously considering shooting one of them with a dart gun filled with THC as like a clinical trial.
I mean,
These are not your patient zero. Oh wait, they are patient zero. That way, it's not going to work on them very well.
I considered shooting them with a lead bullet because they annoyed me, but they have something I need.
Nah, I think these guys are harmless.
I know. I wasn't going to shoot them because they were dangerous.
Just because they were annoying.
Yeah, duh.
Oh shit, that's why I love making NPCs.
And I recognize them. And the world would be a better place if they were dead.
Guys, they don't want weird shit. They want to get rid of weird shit.
I know. I'm gonna show them it and see if they'll give me an unopenable box.
No, we've already got one of those, man. We find them all over town, man. They're like Two Oaks crystals or some shit.
Yeah, but they're like strangely magnetic.
They are really weird. That's why we've got one in the shed.
So
Have
you
you
just
seen
got
what
a
it does
shed
to
of cool
dogs?
stuff?
I got a shed of weird stuff, man.
Can I see it? And do you want money for this, or are you just trying to not have a shed of weird stuff?
Look, man, me and John, we're trustable. You can trust us with the weird shit. I guess that's why people send it to us. But it's not like we ask for it, okay? We just don't want it to fall into the wrong hands and be misused.
And yet you're not all about saving the world.
I mean, save the world, not save the world, man. I mean, you want $50,000 worth of THC oil. You can say that's saving the world all you want, but I can burn it in small fires a little bit at a time and feel fine.
Let me ask you something. What do you think we're going to do with it?
Sounds like you're gassing the whole town with it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Does that in any way, shape, or form sound like a bad thing to you?
Dude, me and John have been thinking about this for a while, man. You gotta, use a crop duster or something.
On a fly plane. That's a great idea. So you've, already figured out, the ratio and shit you'd have to do. Yeah? Come on, Seth. You figured out how to do it. I can tell by the look on your face.
We haven't done any, proper science or nothing, man.
Uh-huh.
But I got enough marijuana growing to kill a small army. I mean, technically, you can't die, actually.
I mean, I imagine there is a amount at which it would displace enough oxygen to kill you.
Well, yeah, but then you're dying of asphyxiation, man. You're not dying of an overdose.
So what you're saying is it's not the lead in the bullet that kills you, it's the velocity in which it moves.
Yeah, it's not the fall that kills you, right?
Yeah. I like you, Seth. I think that we could probably come to an agreement on something, but it sounds like you got some weird shit to get rid of, and we got things that we need, and we got stuff.
Oh, let's be clear, man. Dave and John have weird shit. I have a bunch of marijuana. And I'm willing to give it to you for $50,000, which I think is actually a pretty good deal.
Oddly enough, saving the world doesn't pay well, but we'll see what we can do.
Good deal, man. I'll go get it ready.
I'm gonna lean into these guys. We actually probably could just have them wire $50,000 to this guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try that first.
I mean, all in all, for a government agency, 50 they spend that much on toilet paper. They're not gonna miss it.
I totally agree. That is my option 1. Option 2, however, is when that fails.
You still got that flamethrower?
Could you see, though, come across the FBI desk? It's a request sheet for $50,000 and the reason you need it.
You're hilarious, Ghost. You think anyone pays that close of attention to that amount?
Oh, come on. You got comptrollers in the government.
You absolutely do. But they don't actually read their forms.
You also wouldn't call it that. That's a 50-gallon drum of a experimental ordnance.
Right?
It's fuel.
You could probably even say it was THC, and most of them wouldn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. Experimental THC ordinance.
Yeah, they'd be like, what the hell does that acronym mean? Do they know that that's the same acronym they use for weed? And then they'd file it.
Yep.
The DEA would be like, they realized we could have just shipped them a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Interagency help right there.
Right? They absolutely could. So my plan B is to take Seth down to his greenhouse, and you have your flamethrower, and then we'll see the look on his face when you're walking to his greenhouse with that flamethrower, and then decide whether or not he wants to give us that barrel.
Oh, okay. That would do it.
I'm pretty sure he's going to give us the barrel, but let's not burn we're going to tell him that, but let's not burn anything down.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to burn anything down. I was thinking about stealing it if I had to, but I'm going to see if we can get to $50,000 first.
Yeah, that's definitely plan A. Let's go do that. Theo, you in with all this?
Yeah, Theo wants to buy Ziggy's favorite joint from Dave, and get a just whatever random thing in his little shed of wonders speaks most to Theo.
Hey, yeah, technically, well, we are the government and we're holding him, and it's, questionable in its legality as it is. We don't necessarily want people to know that we're doing that, right?
Dave knows that I know Ziggy, and I'm gonna hang out with
Yeah,
Ziggy
he
later.
does. He does know that.
He's just
He does know
he's
that.
just
You know
making
why he knows that? Because you fucking told him.
What Hammer's just trying to say is don't tell him anything beyond you're friends with him. That's all he's trying to say. Also, I'm concerned, Theo, at how attached you're getting to Ziggy, because you do realize that we are going to dissect his brain, right?
Like you're saying this in front of Dave.
No, I'm saying this like we're on a sidebar. We definitely wouldn't have that conversation right in front of him.
We
You guys are
like,
going to Dave's house. You're having this conversation together in the sledge as you leave the vape stop and go to Dave's house. He just leaves the fucking place open and just leaves everything out. Doesn't even lock up. And he goes. He's like, "Hey, I'm over by the burned down post office." And he takes you guys to his house, which is this house across the street from the burned down post office. And he's like, "All right, man, it's like back in my shed. But you guys continue having that conversation. Let me know when you're ready."
Yeah, Theo, let's have your reaction to my initial question, which is very important. You do realize we are going to dissect this guy's brain.
That's not where the actual alien. Actually, I have no idea where the alien is. I think he comes out of their chest.
We do, because we've seen it, and we're gonna dissect this guy.
You're gonna dissect.
He's one of them now, and there's nothing we can do about that. We are going to figure out as much as we can scientifically while this thing takes over this guy's brain, and then we are going to prop him and pry him open like a turkey dinner.
Yeah, think of it like this, Aaron. Something about him is making it impossible for the alien to control him, right? And we need to know what that is. And obviously he can't tell us. He doesn't even know anything's happening. He still sees red as green. I'm sorry, green as red. So
He could just be colorblind.
That's also possible.
So could be being controlled. Just I said there's so many things, but as long as this guy is still nice to me, I'm gonna still be nice to him, and you guys can come kill him whenever you're ready.
I'm not opposed to you being nice to him, Theo. I just wanted to make sure you knew what was going to happen.
Also not opposed to be nice to him, just maybe don't tell people that you are going to go see someone who has disappeared and will never appear again.
Dave is pretty chill about the fact that I knew him and asking for a silver joint.
Do you think Dave's going to be super chill when he realizes that you're the last person that ever mentioned Ziggy seeing him again? And, when people come looking for him?
Do you think people are going to believe Dave?
Don't know. That's a paper trail. You know what we have to clean up? You may have got Dave killed right there.
I mean, Dave is a legitimate businessman.
Are you going to blow up his house now?
I don't know. I don't know what you forced us to do yet.
I mean, honestly, depending on what's in his shed, we're probably going to have to do that anyway. Let's just be real.
True. It's true, but I can still guilt Aaron for a little bit longer. Eventually, he's going to stop saying things to people that shouldn't be spoken to.
Chad just raises an eyebrow at Hammer like, yeah, that's going to happen.
I whistle Green Acres as I go see.
I just
Dave.
want you to know when I eventually have to shoot him between the eyes. I'm going to be making eye contact with you.
Also, when you guys were talking about shooting somebody with THC, I was like back against the walls, pretty sure it was going to be me. So Dave, it's nice to see you again.
Hey guys, don't freak out, okay? And he goes over to the shed door where he's got a big padlock on it. He sticks a key in the padlock and the door, or the padlock comes open, swings the door open. It's an old ass shed, double doors, big enough for a big riding lawnmower. And Dave steps back, and it's, daylight, you guys can see the light filtering in, and it's just shelves on all 3 walls, littered with stuff. And Dave's like, "You can go on in, man."
Yeah, thanks, man. I head on in.
Hold on. You feel a hand on your shoulder. And Chad makes like a little thing with his hands trying to mimic the thing you do and nods towards the shed.
Oh yeah, that door is kind of scary, but it's already open, so it's okay just to kind of like go on in.
He stops you again. Dude, do that thing.
I take a deep breath and I start chanting under my breath.
Dave's like, "What are you doing, man? You're freaking me out."
Shut up, Dave.
It's like finger tutting. You don't think that's weird?
It's just a little nervous tick he's got. He doesn't like small spaces or doors. This helps him calm down.
It's like Latin. My fingers kind of kick back in a super unnatural position, and I look through them into the shed.
Okay, so you see, out of like 300 items in here, about 15 of them have some sort of like, let's just call it a glow to it. One of them is a doll that you like. Guess you're gonna get close enough to it anyway. But as you get it close, oh, it's an Elmo doll, and you get close to it, it goes 5.5 inches, and then it stops talking. There's some stuff in jars that like reacts to you moving in and looking at things closer, like what looks to be a deceased possum, or maybe like a skinless possum. It's swimming inside of like a little jar, and yeah, there's some other weird shit in here. But like I said, there's some stuff that's glowing faintly to your sight.
I point to all of the weird glowing things and point to my backpack and say, "Oh wow, this is oh no, I have to say concentrated. Yeah, this is cool." And I look back at Dave.
He's got some black fluid running through his body. And like as you look at him, there's it looks like he's been stained inside of his bloodstream. So you're seeing like the veins near his wrists, they're like black. And around the veins around his eyes, they're a little black too.
And then I look at Hammer. I haven't looked at Hammer like this before.
Hammer's eyes have a faint green glow to them.
So I picked the 15 things that are glowy. I'm very weirded out by that Elmo doll.
We load everything up into cases or trash bags and put it in the car.
Not trash bags. It needs to be like, wrap it. As you just throw you just go arm on a shelf, everything into one trash bag.
No, not if it's like glass and gonna break. Cause Chad's not that much of an idiot.
Like, there's like a small Ziploc bag containing 4 25 caliber rounds, and a small Post-it note on it says "blessed," and they're glowing slightly.
I want those dibs.
It's little things like that. There's a book in there that's called "The Woods and the Goddess." It's about a witch cult in Western Virginia. It was written by Professor Nathan Keller, University of Florida, 1959. Let's see, what else is there?
Dibs on that book. As I turn around to everybody's back. Oh.
And Husky, do you want to steal anything from in here?
That's a good question. The answer is yes. He wants to steal those blessed bullets, but I think we're taking them anyway.
Okay.
He rolled a 22, so he passed his steal check. He doesn't feel the need to be a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, nice.
He's passed 2 of those today.
So here's the weird one, guys. You're gonna find a scrapbook containing developed pictures from like Polaroid camera. They all say birthday party. What's that guy's name? Give me a second.
Green something.
It was
Greenheart?
something Berg. No, I don't know. It was something Berg.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Greenheart.
No,
The cover story.
the birthday party that you guys would have gotten invited to.
Yeah, that was for Colonel Greenheart.
It was Dan Finkelberg or something like that. Was the invite.
Oh, the person who was on the invite. I got you.
Yes. So these are developed pictures from a Dan Finkelberg birthday party.
Who's in the pictures?
Oh, that's a good question. There's 3 gentlemen in it. One looks very much like a Major Hammer, like a younger Major Hammer.
All right. And then the other 2?
I'll be right back.
It's kind of fuzzy, but you could get that one of them might be Sheriff Boone, and the other one being Colonel Greenheart. You're more familiar with the 3 older men than anybody else, so if you're going to be looking at them specifically, their hammer, you're going to recognize the 3 guys. So it's developed pictures from 1998. This is Dan Finkelberg birthday party, and it's got the 3 old cowboys, Major Hammer, Colonel Greenheart, and Sheriff Boone in it. The pictures, they look like our 3 guys, our 3 cowboys, found something in the woods. Not here. The woods don't look like Virginia woods. They look more like something from Oregon or Northern California. And it looks like the 3 guys found something in the woods, dug it out, like pulled it out of the woods, and then turned it over. But the Polaroids are just like them getting there and like being together in the woods. no discerning things in there, or things that would be like operative.
Well, I'll pocket that.
Okie dokie. So Dave's like, what are you going to do with all that stuff, man? You going to just blow it up? Dave and I, John and I thought about doing that. Or like digging a big old pit and throwing them in. But like, I don't know. Doesn't seem,
We have places where they're safe.
doesn't seem wise to do it.
Yeah, I'm a historian. I love historical artifacts. Like, these need to be preserved in the proper channels. Speaking of history, what do you know about the mining incident of '88? Maybe it was '89.
I was a little bit before my time, man, but like, I remember my parents, like, they were like, don't go in the mine shaft. And I was like, yeah, never. Fuck that. I would never go in a mine shaft. But like, I don't know, like a couple, like 70 or 80 people died maybe. And this is like back in 80 something. I didn't really pay attention.
Let us know if you get any more cool things.
Weird shit? Yeah, man. I mean, like, John finds weird stuff more often than I do.
Here's my phone number. Give it to John. I think I'm gonna stop by a little bit more.
Cool, man. All right. You guys done here? Because I gotta get back to the vape shop.
Yeah. Thanks for all of your time. You've been real helpful.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Did Theo tell anyone about the whole glowing blood thing on Dave?
No, he's been right there. Once we get in the van, I'm going to talk to both of you guys.
Okay.
All right. Where are you guys headed next?
We go build some grenades.
Or you just want to sit in the parking lot for a minute?
Well, we have a bunch of artifacts we need to take to storage. At the green box, is that what we're calling it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you're gonna drive back to the warehouse and to the green box.
We can make some grenades there too, and we can talk about all the things that Theo saw.
Okay, good idea. So Theo, at this point, are you let's only talk about it when we get there, or are you gonna talk about it in the car?
No, we're going to go secure channels because we're good spies.
That's a win.
See, I told you he'd learn.
Oh, we got to stop by the pizza place on the way back.
Why are we stopping by the pizza place?
You got everybody high there.
Yeah,
we're going to be so popular.
They're going to need Hawaiian pizzas.
There's such thing as delivery. We aren't delivery people.
Yeah, but we're already out. We're headed back.
No. Actually, Hammer, I think this is a good idea. You see, we got to sedate Ziggy somehow.
Oh, yeah. That's fair, to cut the thing out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's make this last meal a good one. I'm thinking Hawaiian, bacon, pineapple, mushroom.
He just wanted sausage and mushrooms.
He didn't want pineapple?
Oh, he's very adamant. Pineapple should not go on pizza.
That's so weird.
The alien is definitely taking over.
Yeah. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get that taken care of. And everyone else is gonna need some too. So let's bring back 10 pizzas.
What are we calling the pizza place?
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
Perfect. Pizza the Hut, right next to Car Credit Nation. And what pizzas are you getting?
Whatever else we get doesn't matter, but the one for Ziggy is going to be special for him.
Right, but are you giving him pineapple?
No.
We're getting we're getting whatever he ordered. We do need to swing by the vet office on the way. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no, we
call the
don't. I
sheriff.
picked up a bunch of vials. And I remember picking them up.
Right?
Yeah, because I got kleptomaniac while I was in there. Let me see here.
Do you want to call the sheriff before we take out one of the town council?
Nope.
But he might know things. He knew about the aliens, and if he knew that his friend was an alien.
Let me ask you something. If you were in the sheriff's shoes, would you want to know this was happening? Considering that he can do nothing about it, and it's only going to put him in a position to know something that he doesn't want to know.
You don't want to call law enforcement and let them know you're going to murder a private citizen who is also on the town council?
And his friend.
What spy school did you go to?
Look, the sheriff's a hard man. But there are things he doesn't want to know. And we're doing him a favor, I promise you.
Do we want to get his daughter to come do the autopsy?
No,
Or
we want
Death blow?
we want our people to do the autopsy. Oh man, I'm referring to this cell of totally expendable agents as our people. I should not get attached. Let me go ahead and roll his emotional detachment.
Wait, you have to do that?
So my character is he's basically a sociopath. But he's he's started as his sanity is breaking. He's starting because it's the reverse of what a normal person would do. He's actually becoming more empathetic as his sanity breaks. And I've just determined that that's what's going to happen. By the time he completely cracks, he's going to care about everyone.
Nice.
Even me.
Not Ziggy.
He also
Not Ziggy.
He also failed that role. So
It's gonna be ready to be crying while you hack that thing out of Ziggy.
yep. If he keeps having sanity breaks, it's definitely going to happen.
All right, so we're headed back to Valley Self Storage and the warehouse, right? Get everybody off the mat.
See, sanity breaks can be fun, Air Craven.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bag full of party favors because of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get out through a door without.
Oh, and once we're cut Ziggy's head open, you're like, "Oh, my friend, but look at those teeth."
Man, chronically smoking, those teeth are going to be so yellowed.
I cannot wait until we have like a post-mortem and we go over what was going on in this game the whole fucking time, and I get to explain to you what this PDW does. You're gonna be like,
You wanted me to touch
Wait,
it so
I wanna
badly.
point-
EDW?
He's talking to yeah.
Okay, so you guys arrive back with pizzas. Your heroes, the G-Cell agents, are very happy with you. They all pile around and start eating pizza. They're still talking about the cult and who could be its leader. They're trying to narrow things down. That's what they're working on. What are you guys going to be working on?
I turn on the TV screen so that I can watch Kizik give this guy his pizza and CDs and everything else.
I'm gonna go give this guy his pizza. I've got a pizza for him. I've got a pizza for me. I don't like mushrooms.
So you walk up and you're like, I don't like mushrooms.
I give him a little knock on the thing. Is he doing all right in there?
Yeah, the bars are like vertical like that. So if you're gonna pass a whole pizza through,
Yeah,
you gotta like.
I'm gonna
open
give
the
him
door.
his CD player first.
Are you gonna put it in the cell with him?
Yeah, I figure. Oh no, I was thinking like a cassette player with headphones
Oh, okay.
instead of just a thing out here.
Gotcha. So it's like a battery operated headphone Walkman.
Yes, but we can go boombox. I can have a boombox out here.
We could go with whatever you want.
I want a boombox. That's a way better thing. I'm gonna put that out here. I'm gonna
How
turn
is
that
he
on.
going to turn it on and off and change stuff?
I'm playing him music right now, and we're gonna be buddies.
It's good to know these chats with you go so well.
Then I'm gonna open up his pizza. I'm gonna put a slice through for him.
Oh yeah, we be jamming now. And he's like bobbing his head to the Bob Marley. He grabs his pizza. He's like, man, if you weren't a fucking government agent that had me all kidnapped and shit, you'd be cool, man. What's your name?
I'm Heron.
I'm the last
Nice.
person you're ever going to see alive.
No, they'll be the one after him, the one that kills him.
This is a conversation Hammer and I are having while we're watching the monitor. I'd also like to ask, like, hey, you guys are good for doing like a medical like autopsy / examination soon, right?
Gigi is the doctor. Yep, she could do it.
Excellent. You may want to go get prepped.
She's still a little high, so she's gonna eat her pizza on the way out. She'll grab like an extra slice. Be like, if I'm gonna have to do this, I better do it on a full stomach.
Oh yeah, you want to do an autopsy of a possibly infested
Right.
alien person. Full stuff pizza.
I'll ask if
Just
she.
make sure you have
Perfect.
fucking separate.
I'll ask if she needs a help from someone who has absolutely no medical training whatsoever.
If you want to scrub in, you can.
I don't want to, but I thought it was the right thing to ask.
Yep, she could always use a second pair of hands.
Okay. Chad's gonna be like, I'm gonna go help because I'm not certain anyone else here is going to.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there with a gun and a flamethrower in case whatever's in there decides it
Well-
doesn't like that you're killing its host.
I mean, obviously that's what I meant by help. But
Oh.
yes,
Oh,
be,
I thought you
be
were
you,
in command
yeah, but
there.
yes, be ready. I'm going with GG. All right, GG.
Okay.
Here, I brought a whole box of pizza.
Okay, so tell me about this sedative. Or you roll your. Let's roll an opposed.
Well, so I grabbed this from the veterinary office.
Okay.
And not knowing the dosage, I just put all of it in.
So
No,
your
did you get ketamine?
but your intention is to make him pass out, not die, right?
Yes, that's my intention, but like I have zero medical training. I have zero in anything related to this, even remotely.
It's horse tranquilizer, so really, like any amount will knock him out. Most
Right.
of them kill him.
I mean, that's going to happen eventually anyway, but we want him to go. We don't know what the tolerance of the thing inside him is, so I would have poured the whole thing in.
Yeah, like a topic.
So you don't have a medicine at all.
I don't have a medicine at all. I don't have pharmacy. I don't have first aid. I don't have surgery. Oh man, I'm gonna kill this. I mean, he's not gonna die anyway. Like that's kind of why I wasn't as concerned about it.
Yeah, but give me a luck roll, I guess.
Okay, that tracks. Oh shit! It's a 92,
All right.
which is ironically only 4 points away from passing.
Your luck's really high.
My luck is super high.
So is Ziggy. Did you give him his last joint?
I gave him one piece of pizza, then a joint, and then like I tried to pump the pizzas in as fast as I could. He's had at least half a pizza. I'm telling him stories like, "Hey, there's this one time I held a girl's heart in my hand and I pumped it and it came back to life."
Whoa!
Don't forget
There was
he's been starving for days. He hasn't eaten.
yeah. So he's wolfing them down,
Yeah.
and then like he lights the joint, you know, that you got from the Vape City store, and he's like, "This is the local brew right here. Yeah, this is the good shit. Yeah. Did I tell you I used to play guitar? Yeah, man, in a band.
Is that why you moved out here?
So I started like really loving bluegrass, and it wasn't really for the vibe that I was going for, but there's just something about it, man. The banjo and like the groove of it all, you know, and like the truth, man. They're not trying to be mainstream.
Yeah, intricate harmonies, plus like folklore being passed down through generations in song.
Yeah, you get it, man. And like most of bluegrass is like about your experience, man. There's like dancing that goes along with it, especially around here. And like there's this band that's like super popular here in the valley. It's called Wretched Grind, man. And like there's something about him, man. It gets you vibing.
Kizik is paying attention to which pizza he's eating and which pizza he's giving to.
Is Theo eating any pizza?
Thea's on his first slice. Like he's very aware of the pizzas.
Yours has pineapple on it and his doesn't.
Yeah.
He said he didn't like mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms. There's pineapples on my pizza. Ziggy doesn't like pineapples.
It's right in the middle of this conversation. Ziggy is literally going to fall over and slam his head. I mean, it's bad. It's like watching a 2-year-old slam his head. You're like, oh, and it bounces a little bit off the ground because there's no one in there to catch him, and he is, well, he's on the ground.
He's probably out cold. He's probably not faking it and going to eat our faces.
Battery's dead.
I hit the door a couple times. Are you all right?
Door opens up. You rush in. that the plan?
Hey, are you all right? And I give him a couple of shakes.
Okay. So Hammer and Theo. Well, Hammer's next to the TV. I guess Chad Nolan's talking to Gigi real quick. So Hammer, you see it. No, just kidding. Ziggy does not come alive and fucking eat Theo. Theo, you rush down and it doesn't appear like Ziggy is breathing.
Is his head split open where it bounced off the floor? The like metal grates.
Sure, yeah. Bleeding green.
I'm gonna keep some pressure on that. So like Ziggy, it'll be all right, man. You just gotta just hang in there for a couple minutes, trying to make sure he stops bleeding.
Yeah, hang in there for a couple minutes before we cut your head off.
Not off.
Yeah.
Open.
Give me a first aid or a medicine roll, whichever is higher.
Not a deception roll.
We're gonna use something akin to your angle grinder, but sharper.
Bone saw.
29 out of 35.
It's a pass for you. Ziggy's dead.
I don't know why that's funny.
If I like feel for a pulse and there's no pulse, I'm going to run out of there and close that door real fast.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do mouth to mouth.
So you slam, the door slams behind you, falls into place, and you're on the outside of the door. You're looking in. Ziggy's prostrate body. Prostrate? Yeah. Laying on the floor. Ziggy's motionless. Chilling.
I look up at the camera and I give a big shrug and maybe like a little hand wave that says like, come on.
Are we finished scrubbing up? Also, as part of my scrubbing up process, I'd like to fill a syringe with pure THC oil and put that in the stuff that I'm taking with me.
Okay.
We should make a THC spray bottle.
Well, we're just, we're going to roll with this. We have very little scientific evidence to back this up. But in a minute,
I agree.
we're going to know.
Agree. Yeah. Also, you know what? THC oil could be used as a flamethrower accelerant.
I'm not positive that's true. At least it keep its hallucinogenic effects.
I feel like it would.
Okay, so we're gonna come in here, and we're all scrubbed in, and I'm gonna tell Theo as we pop the door to go in here. I'll be like, "Go get Hammer."
I was telling.
I'm already on my way.
Yeah, but I don't know that.
I start running to go find Hammer.
Okay, Chad, give me a awareness roll.
Absolutely, I can actually do those. I'll fail the shit out of this now that I've said that.
Yep, you jinxed it.
Alertness.
14.
So it's a pass on your.
It's a good pass.
All right. So Theo said Ziggy was dead. Probably. I don't remember him saying it, but you see Ziggy on the floor, and as you guys come up, you see his neck bend down to lift his, so it like pushes his head into the ground to lift his shoulders up. It's a very unnatural reaction for anybody. But you've seen dead people before and they kind of twitch after they die. So you see a movement from a body. It's up to you if you want to.
Yeah, is it like a slow, creepy movement, or is it a fast, jerky, spasmodic movement?
It's a slow, creepy movement.
Oh yeah, that's definitely alien. All right, Gigi, how do you want to do this? I think I should just go in there and stick this syringe of THC right in that where his neck's lifting and inject it and see what happens. But you're the scientist here. What do you want to do?
I would prefer not to go in there. There's an alien inside of that man.
Yeah, that's the point. We're gonna go cut that thing open. You're gonna tell me everything about it.
Oh fuck! That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Yep, that's why we got you high and gave you pizza.
Okay, I get it. Like you told me to scrub in and everything, but I was like, who am I going to cut open? I didn't. Oh, okay. So you go in and you stick him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in a minute, because we're waiting for my assistant.
I can't find my body. Oh, found it.
You're right here.
It's right
Yep.
here.
Can't find my body. You guys are so stoned.
So
Give me my body.
Theo and Hammer come back, and I'm like, all right, it's moving, so I'm gonna go in here and show him the surgeon. I'm like, I'm gonna stick him with this, and we're gonna see what happens, and then we're gonna try to do an autopsy. And I look right at Gigi. I'm like making eye contact when I say that, right?
She grabs the scalpel that's here.
Okay.
She's like, okay.
Hammer, you know
All
what
right.
to do if shit goes sideways.
Yes, I have the shotgun.
Okay. I'm gonna open the cell.
You open the cell, and I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I just got a 14, so this is gonna be a 90 something.
Could be.
87. What is my stealth? It's not that good. It's not terrible. Stealth is 50, so I failed by a significant margin. The door,
So
the door is not quiet. Like, there's no
Yeah,
way
the
to make
door's-
it quiet.
The door's not quiet. You're kind of walking on these metal tiles, and you're getting. If you step in there, well, the door's open, right? This is what happens. There's a definite reaction. Something inside of his body starts like. It doesn't sit up, but it starts rolling the head of his body towards you, like maybe dragging his neck and shoulders around with him, and he kind of faces you on the floor like a bottle.
Okay. Can I make a melee weapons check to use the syringe?
You sure can.
Let me do that.
it's a medicine roll
because it's
a syringe.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. What an asshole would I be?
I think this is actually a 9. Yeah, this is a 90 because the way the 10s do bad. It's still a fail. Not as bad of a fail as I thought it was at first.
Okay. You want to use luck or anything?
No, because I'd have to burn like all my luck to do that. That's like 30 points of fail.
You know, I just have to ask. Okay. So it rolls out of the way as you come down with the syringe, like it's aware. There's something moving inside of Ziggy Astrononi's body that is aware of you in this room right now. It's moving his dead corpse like a puppet, but
Can
it's
I
a really...
Can I just stride past him, snatch it out of his hand that he somehow missed the dead body, and stab the corpse?
You
I mean, it's regular.
I have a really good skill in that, and I would have eventually got it, but you know, you can ask for it and not be a dick.
I was where you were about to be attacked. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
We're definitely about to be attacked. Like it's yes.
Give me that melee roll.
I got an 8 out of 80.
That's a success.
That's a pretty good success.
All right. So, where did you stab this thing?
In the throat where the thing was moving around.
All right, that's important. So that's a check box there. You're plunging all of it directly into the throat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okie dokie. All right, so you stab the syringe into Ziggy Astroni's neck and hit the plunger. And there's this weird, like, bubbly gurgle noise. And then a wet slurping sound as the thing inside of Ziggy's neck rips his skull and skin and face and all of that stuff. and this tentacled thing that you've seen before. So I'm not going to make you guys roll a sanity check on this. You kind of knew this was going to happen. What you didn't know was going to happen was that the reaction this tentacle has to the syringe or what was inside of it is like cyanide injected directly into a person, or arsenic, yeah, straight up. And there's like this bubbling, gurgling, nasty, wet noise as this thing just like starts to fall apart. It's like if it was breathing, it's not breathing correctly now, and it's struggling. It's on the ground still hasn't made it up. I mean, you've stabbed this thing in the throat while it was on the ground. So it's having this reaction in front of you guys, and it looks painful, looks nasty. And inside your mind, you guys hear a craw voice in all of your minds, and it's a female voice, and it's screaming.
I would like to high five Chad because my scientific mind has come up with a way to defeat the aliens using weed.
I have to say, I think that's pretty fucking definitive. Also, hey Gigi, get in here. Time to autopsy.
No, it's not dead yet. It's dying.
Yeah,
It's after it's dead.
it's dead enough. It's dying. We want to get as much information as we can. Let's start getting the samples.
Ew. Okay, so she comes in here. She does the thing.
She like really irritated at Chad for being like, no, get your ass in here and do your job.
She's pretty grossed out, but she's got like this, I don't know, like drive to understand and to know the unknown. It's probably not a healthy thing for an agent of Delta Green to have that.
Yeah, well, I mean, none of these people are going to make it very long.
Theo's going to talk to that screaming voice in his head.
Well, it starts screaming. It's a female voice. What are you going to say?
I'm going to say, be as still as you can. Like, we're not going to hurt you. My name is Heron. Do you know Lenny or Diana Simpson?
Pain. Existence is pain. Pain.
Good news.
We're gonna make the pain go away.
Are you an observer?
Just wanted to scream more pain. Shit.
I mean, that would make sense because at this point, Gigi's cutting pieces off of it.
Yeah, and like, I wish it could calm down and tell you that it is like there's so much here. Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
So
It's not like you would be able to tell your life story through the screaming agony of unexistence.
I mean, it's in his head, so it could just send the information.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay,
Yeah.
so you get a flash of you get a flash of a little girl growing up in the let's say the late 80s, early 90s. In the 2000s, she goes to university. She graduates top of her class. She becomes an engineer. She goes to work for a very, very high-tech company with like massive influence in the tech world. Then she gets signed on with the DoD. Then she goes to a company called March Technologies. You see her develop something there, and then she's carrying it with her in a case. She gets on an airplane, and she's flying on the airplane. The luggage is below her, and then the plane disappears. And then she wakes up screaming right now. All of this flashes in your head. You can go ahead and give me a sanity check.
16.
Oh, that's great.
We crushed that.
You know her name is Liza Moen, once R&D director at March Technologies and was on the plane.
Like I have to process this for a minute, and I look up and I go, "Hey, you probably shouldn't." And I see it split in half in front of me.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the end of the husk. So you guys cut it open. It's dead now, bleeding green. Gigi gets it away from the body, and basically what this parasite has done is it's wrapped itself deep within chest area within the body. It has long tentacles that reach out and kind of insert themselves into the muscles and skeletal structure of the body of the host. And it looks like it's been feeding off of what the host eats. So you find like pizza inside of it.
Huh. So it doesn't actually sap energy directly from the host. It has a digestion tract of its own.
So,
That's cool.
but even if someone was completely taken over by one of these things, and we used the weed grenade, it would just cause them to be poisoned and tear through their host, and both would die.
That seems to be the case.
Yeah.
All right.
Theo steps into the cell and is pushing on his forehead like we get one of those headache things. And he goes, that was Lisa Moen. She was a researcher. She being the like alien.
I was about to say that's an alien, not Lisa, whatever her name was. It may have had her consciousness or her memories, more likely, but it's not her.
Also, she just woke up and was in immense pain. Did you hear her screaming, or was that just me?
No, I heard it. So these things are obviously telepathic in some capacity.
Yeah, we've known that for a while, or at least I have. That's how I was talking to the Simpson girl.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of putting some of this together. You are the one that's been talking to the walls and strange things.
So I don't know how conscious the aliens are inside. Oh man, I could have looked. No, that causes a lot of internal stress. So when I looked at Chad earlier, Chad had green glowing eyes.
Chad had green glowing eyes?
Sorry. When I looked at Hammer, you guys' pictures are too similar.
They are?
I mean, no hair, some hair, scratchy face, no scratchy. I guess he's taller. I'm sorry. My head hurts a lot. I watched that guy die. Like he just splacked it right into not important. I looked at Hammer. Hammer's eyes glow green. I looked at the Dave guy, and he had like green but black stuff kind of like floating through him. So I don't know if the fact that he was always smoking helped him in some way, shape, or form, or I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns here, but I don't think that alien was in charge of Ziggy. I think Ziggy was just Ziggy, but also at the same time it had some control because he couldn't see that his blood was green.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Gigi, any thoughts?
I actually think it was 100%. It could have been in control if it hadn't been for the fact that Ziggy did so many drugs it was poisoned.
I think that's probably the case. It looks like the marijuana kept it from controlling him. Or really reacting at all.
Hey, Steel.
Yeah.
Cut your finger.
I cut my finger.
What color's his blood?
To you and Theo, it's a little green. But Steel, it's red as the American red blood that's flowing through his veins.
I say nothing, and I make eye contact with Gigi to make sure that she knows that I don't want her to say anything.
Do you have any more of that THC oil? Oh yeah, I know where it is. I'm gonna go pour myself a glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gigi, Hammer leaves, and Gigi looks at you. She's like, did his blood look a little green to you?
I need you to figure out how to get these things out of people. Can you do that for me?
We can, I think, yeah, we can try. So what's the plan? Are you gonna, like,
I'm gonna do a quick
put
Google
people in
search.
quarantine?
How much THC oil can a guy take before he dies?
Go ahead and Google that. Have that in your search history.
Mom, I'm 1 milligram shy of taking that much.
So you're just gonna flood your system with THC?
Oh yeah. They just said it eats whatever the host feeds it.
Yep.
So
That's true.
I'm practically eating a buffet of edibles in a serving. By serving, I mean 1 milliliter less than the lethal dose of THC. Is there even a lethal dose of THC?
There's a lethal dose of everything, but it's going to be stupid high.
It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot. Okay, so there's some important questions that I need to get answered. I think that if I ask them in a certain way, it's going to give up a lot. So I need to ask you some stuff. So you say you're gonna eat a lot of weed. When you were at Vape City, is that where you bought this? We can retcon that. I'm fine with that. But if you're eating the stuff that was already here, that you've kind of used as a grenade.
Got the 50-gallon drum.
Oh, have we paid for that yet?
That was the plan.
Dave.
I don't know that we got it yet, but we did come back here to get the money to
Yeah. To go to Seth?
Yeah.
Okay. Which that can totally happen. I didn't know, like, we can do that. I did want to have a scene with Seth.
Yeah, I thought that's where he got the oil.
So he had a syringe of stuff that I think he got.
Yeah,
well, I don't know where we
actually I got it. I got it at the vape shop, or that was the plan of I got it at the vape shop. I thought I covered this, but I wanted to also take my poison dart launcher and replace all the poison with THC oil. Now that I know that this works, so my dart gun now shoots THC oil.
Okay.
I thought we covered all that in the vape shot.
Well, if we did, I don't remember or recall the details, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, What I want to say without meta saying it is that it's important where you source your weed. If you get it from here, it's the old stuff.
I want the concentrated, pure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get it from Vape City. Has some of the local stuff that Seth grows, and you can get it from Vape City. So that's fine too. We can retcon that. I just want to make sure that you know that it's the local stuff that you're ingesting without giving all of that away.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also need to get 50 gallons of stuff because we do need that.
True. From Seth.
So I'm going to also be like, so we're having a conversation while Hammer's taking care of his stuff. And Theo's in the room. So feel free to chime in. But I'm going to be like, Gigi, I need a way to monitor Hammer. And I need you to be working on how to extract these things.
Okay, I will get with Gabby and we will do this.
Okay.
And just get with Gabby. So, Hammer, you take a bunch of THC straight to the dome, and you're gonna get high as fuck.
Yeah, I go and I find a nice chair to sit in.
Okay, good plan.
Yep.
Now, one more thing before Theo leaves. While we're in the room alone, I cut my finger and I hold it up in front of Theo. What color is that?
Red.
I hold up my finger for you to cut mine.
I do it. What color is it?
A bit green there. It's not a lot of green.
I'm gonna tell him that there's a little green in there. You might want to go partake.
How old was the crawl that we took out of the Ziggy.
What are you measuring against?
We had the like full grown one that came out of the Yeti. And then
Okay.
we had a couple of little tiny ones that were running away.
Okay. So I can.
One got 8
Roar. Yeah, I can make you roll for this, but I kind of just want to give it to you vaguely. It's in between. It would be an adolescent if you're judging everything off of the Yeti crawl, the thing that was piloting the Yeti suit. If you judge it that as an adult, this is somewhere in between. You don't know what the gestational period is, but it looks like if you're talking worm, pupa, larva kind of thing, like larval into pupa stage. This is an adolescent, somewhere in between. You know what it looks like? It looks like you remember the guy that you killed, Big Jim, or Big? It was Sal, one-eyed Sal, at the car dealership.
Yeah.
It's the same size as the one that came out of him.
Cool. I want to call the sheriff at one point, and I want to get high with Hammer.
Those are awesome plans. You want to do them at the same time?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go back in there. I'm going to get Ziggy's still like lit blunt. I'm going to pick up the Bob Marley boombox. I'm going to come sit out here next to Hammer.
Jamming. We hope you like a jamming too.
Oh, I sit down, and I make sure my arm is prepped for blood taking before I pass out.
Okay. So the three of you come in. Gigi and Gabby are here. Gabby's looking rough, but she's still working diligently. Now on the vial of shadowy liquid. And she's like, this stuff reacts very strangely. And Gigi's over there looking at it too. I got it in like a microscope slide. Looking at it. And you guys are getting fucked up.
Chad's very distressed. He's actually going to partake a little bit, but he's very distressed because he failed his emotion roll, and he's like really concerned that the two people he might be able to call friends might die.
We're gonna beat it with the power of weed.
Theo spins around his chair and says, "Speaking of weed, let's call the sheriff."
All right, both of you give me Constitution rolls. Or three of you, you're all partaking.
Yeah, I'm not doing it at the same level they are. I'm just dealing with my emotional stuff, but I'll give you the con roll anyway. It's Chad's first time. He probably doesn't know when to stop.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I rolled a 32. Constitution it went the times 5 or the actual score?
Yeah, the times 5.
Okay, so it's a 45 for that. So I pass.
Excellent.
I got a 12 out of 85.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got a 4 out of 45.
All of you passed. You guys get the giggles, maybe the munchies, but no couch locks. So you'll be able to power through and get some stuff done. You call Sheriff Boone. Let's say it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I think that's enough time, right? We started around 9-ish, 10-ish. You guys went out, came back. You chopped up an alien. And you're smoking some weed. Let's say it's 4:20 in the afternoon. And you call Sheriff Boone. And Boone says, he answers the phone. He's like, "This is the sheriff."
This is Theo.
What What can I do for you, Theo?
So the town council, how well do you know all of the town council?
I'm familiar with a few of them. Like, Gorza, he's super wealthy. He owns half the town. I get, I get where he's coming from most of the time. Let's see. Then we got Rodney Good. He owns the hardware store.
What about Ziggy?
What about Ziggy?
Yeah, you know Ziggy?
He's a decent guy. He likes to get stoned and
He's
pick
dead.
fruit naked. Dead.
Yeah.
What?
We figured out the aliens are allergic to THC, which is why Ziggy wasn't 100% possessed. So we got him super high, fed him some pizza, drugged him, knocked him out, and then injected him with concentrated THC, all of which we've partaken, and he died. So did the alien, though. We're doing
Really, the alien dying is what killed him. It wasn't us.
Yeah, we're doing an autopsy right now.
I think you might have killed him. I think your dosage might have been off because he hit the floor and was dead.
Yeah.
And
I punched him. I just straight cold cock.
Where are you, gentlemen? Now,
I think we're in a top secret location.
It's a need to know.
boys, gentlemen, do you have? Oh God, do you have a body that you need getting rid of?
No,
Yeah,
not at
we're
all.
still cutting it into pieces and looking for evidence.
Okay.
We need some history lessons. The mining incident and how long was Ziggy here? Like how long was he infected that you had no idea?
Okay, let's start, I guess, with the mining incident. That was back in '88. It was pretty awful. I think there was no, it was '89. 69 miners. That's right. There were 69 miners.
Nice.
Okay. He sorry, I couldn't help myself. That was nice.
69.
So it turns out, apparently, the big mining operation back then had all these interconnected tunnels underneath the valley. And in '89, they collapsed. Or there was some... Actually, I can't remember exactly if there was a collapse or there was a bad demolition that made the collapse. But... between you and me, Theo, because we were talking about the unnatural the other day, there was talk about a sacrifice or a sacrificial shaft that these miners dug and then threw themselves into. Now that's the weird version, but anyway, that happened back in '89. And it was really bad for the town, of course, and it was really bad for the mining company. So after the mining company left and most of the families vacated, but, we had a couple cycle back through. So what else do you need to know?
Did Ziggy, how long has Ziggy been here?
Oh, right. Ziggy's been here.
Can you repeat all that? I lost.
All right, so back in '89, there was a big old tragedy in the mines. So back then, there was one big mining company, and they owned about 80% of the 20 mines in the valley. They had a big collapse or something, and 69 miners died. It was a bit rough for everybody. Ziggy, though, he's been here, I don't know, maybe 25 years. I think he came in to start a band or something. Anyway, he's been great on the town council, and it's kind of a shame to see him go. He really held it down against Gorza and Pocock. They kind of get together, and Gorza wants to bring in a bunch of his, highfalutin bullshit, make new stores and things like that. He wanted to bring a Walmart in here. Walmart would be terrible in here. But he fought to get that dollar store, And Pocock, she's got the Haven Inn, so she's got to deal with Gorza that they won't allow another hotel, especially a chain in here. But Gorza, he can get all these restaurants, and he can get the dollar store in here. The man has some money. He's got influence out in D.C.
Do you suspect any of the other ones infected?
I didn't expect Ziggy to be infected, and I gotta tell you, that's a shock. He's been gone for a little while, though. I haven't seen him, 2-3 days, 4, I don't know. How long do you think he's been infected?
If you said he's been in here for 25 years, he had a adolescent crawl inside him. We're trying to figure out their actual
Gestation. It's gestation period.
gestation. That's what I was looking for. How long they gestate before they turn into full blown ones.
I think it'd be more like maturate or mature, because gestate is birth.
I mean, what is evoking from a skull? It's just a real dangerous birth.
You think that when they pop out, that's their actual birth? I don't think that's it. I think they're born.
Oh man, it called itself Lisa when it woke up.
It didn't call itself that. All it did was scream about pain. To be clear.
Yeah, all I heard was screaming too.
Maybe one of its friends tasered it while it wasn't paying attention, and then it woke up in a trunk.
Oh, speaking of which, since you're really high, let me get these pliers and get those metal prongs out of your nipples.
No, I already used the first aid. You don't need to any twisted me with those pliers.
The girls are staring at you. Don't twist the nipples, please. Gigi says, especially with those.
What, you jealous, Gigi? Did I buy you dinner?
She turns beet red and then leaves.
I high five Chad.
Gabby looks at you and she's like, she was annoying the shit out of me. Now I can get back to work, and just kind of leans into it.
You can take a hit and relax if you need to. Oh, the sheriff's still here. Sheriff!
Yeah, what's up?
People who are stoned don't act like they're drunk, right?
We don't know.
Yeah, the three of you have no idea.
That's true.
I can giggle more.
There it is. There it is.
Just everything surprises you. Oh,
You
man.
forget what you were talking about every 5 minutes. Where was I?
No, that's why someone earlier was like, can you repeat everything you just said? That's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. It was perfect. So we're going to go ahead and cut him open, right? Way after the fact. It's been 45 minutes since we've done that. And the guy steps in. Hey, so when we cut him open, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheriff, do you know that Gorza owned most of those mines?
No, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That that bastard probably. Wow, he is pretty old.
Hey, Sheriff, when's the next town hall meeting?
I'm just supposed to know that as sheriff.
He's a member of the council, right?
Wednesday.
Excellent.
So it's a couple days.
So it's
Where
like in the like town hall, and it's I'm assuming it's like a closed room where the council members all get together.
Yep, sure is.
I look at Hammer and I'm like, yeah, party favors.
You mean like a party?
I mean, like the party favors I got from the shop.
You got party favors from the shop?
Oh my god, have you not seen these? And I like get the bag that I stole from the shop and I open it up and it's got all these foggers in it. Because that's what they're not really grenades, they're foggers. Have you seen these?
Those are grenades. Where's the party favors? You said you had party favors.
No. You put the stuff in this, and then we put it in the room.
La 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 la. All right, I'm gonna get off the phone. You guys have a good night.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Snacks.
We're gonna need lots of snacks.
Oh man, pizza around here is gonna get a. It's gonna be a killing.
I mean, we might not need a lot of snacks if we poison all of them and they all explode.
I figure at least half of them. Hopefully not the sheriff.
Well, you guys haven't reacted. You're fucked up, and you're not bursting at the seams.
That's a true story.
What's up with that?
But they're only glowing a little green. It's probably like just a baby.
Also, still alive. That's it.
Oh, wait.
Alien,
Hey.
alien abortion.
Gabby chick. Gigi ran away. You have a way of telling, like, can we x-ray them or something and see it?
That's what the scanner's for.
Where's the oh, that's right. Hey, Theo, scan yourself.
I grabbed this.
No, I smack Steele's hand. I also put on my radiation suit.
Oh, that's how we're gonna radiation suit. I start putting on my radiation
No.
suit.
We gotta scan you. I guess we can scan Hammer. Yeah, you put on your suit. Hammer, hold still.
Oppose.
He like flexes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look at these guns. It just puts his arms up and down. Oh shit! All right, you scan him. Hammer, you get real hot in the front as the scanner comes on you. So you top to bottom, basically this readout is it's showing like an X-ray of his body, and then it like overlays and overlays and overlays all of his different systems. And you're like particularly looking around the throat and upper chest portion, and there's nothing growing there. There's like, I mean, he's human. Well, mostly. He's got just a touch. We're talking like 2-3% of the craw. Let's call it I don't want to call it DNA. The biology of the craw. 2-3%.
So he's got organic matter in him. Is that 2 or 3% increasing at any rate that's detectable by that scanner?
Not detectable by the scanner.
Okay.
And I can tell you, okay, so on him, it's like sunk in. It is deep set into his bones.
Interesting. Theo, we gotta scan you, man. I'm sorry. Look at it this way. If you were to have kids, you'd be wondering for the rest of your life if this shit was in them. So let's scan you.
Microplastics.
I unzip my legs and I'll point to where I got stabbed.
Put the scanner at where you get stabbed.
You gotta take the whole thing off. The thing can't see through it. That's the whole point of wearing it, Dio.
I unzip my leg and I'm cupping my balls and turning away.
Just, your hair already started falling out. Like, let me tell you, your balls aren't working.
We scan his wound.
All right, so he's got like a 1%, maybe 1.5% raw biologic markers, and they were introduced inside of his body. There's no organism.
But they're
If
not,
he like strips all the way down, you scan his
but they're
whole
not.
body.
They're not increasing. That the
No.
scanner can detect. Okay, I was like, all right, we need to mark these levels and then check later and make sure the levels haven't increased. But you guys might not be infected.
Then,
In my infinite medical wisdom, I say.
I still
Were
say
those
we need
crystals on Theo's body when you scanned him? Let's just say that they were.
yeah.
They show up on the scanner as voids. There's nothing there on the scanner. So if he was sitting them in his pocket, you would be like, that's interference, bro. This thing can cut through fucking, like, concrete if you went up to a concrete wall and looked through it. It can see through the desk. But it's not, it's completely blocked by these crystals.
like it absorbs radiation.
It's one of many properties.
We just need to make a gun out of these crystals that shoots those radiation things, and then whoever's shooting it doesn't get radiated.
I don't think that's how radiation.
You guys just have this high conversation.
Well, no, we're
Idea after idea.
super philosophical about it too. Like we're just like anyone listening to us would think we were experts, except for experts.
Gabby's rolling her eyes so hard they're almost falling out of her head.
She probably turns to us at some point and is like, "Get out."
Get the fuck out. No, she would turn to you and be like, what do you guys think of this asteroid?
I think it's gonna hit the planet.
An asteroid.
And this is where Chad goes, I know how to solve the asteroid problem. Guys, what we need to do is get a space shuttle and a drill team. And I've had this epiphany that if we go up there and we like get like an oil team and we drill down to the center of the asteroid and we put a nuke in it, it'll split and just miss the planet. Like, obviously that's the answer. I just now thought of it.
Gabby
I've
leans
seen
back.
that work before too. I've seen that work before.
It's a movie. There's two of them. One's Deep Impact, right? And the other
Didn't
one is
work.
Armageddon.
Didn't work on that one. Yeah, it didn't work on that one. That
I've
one
been-
they all died.
Look, I like those movies, and maybe that is an option. Somehow.
That's a 50% success rate. That's better than everything other options.
I think what
we
this
had.
scientifically proves is that we need Bruce Willis.
What this means,
No,
though,
he's a dick.
this thing was making people go crazy. Like, absolutely insane just by researching the damn thing. We haven't looked at it directly, but anybody that does goes nuts. Do you think we could send a team?
Whoa, what if have anyone looked at it while they were high?
Blind.
Like, no, you can't look at it blind.
I
How would that make
know.
any sense?
5 blind astronauts.
What? How
No, I don't know. That might work.
high is he? How is that going to work? Somebody has to drive the plane or space shuttle.
It runs on computer. They don't have to get back.
They got to land.
Computer.
I don't know that a computer's going to be able to calculate those trajectories on a moving object.
I mean, you do know that like astronauts don't actually land on like asteroids and stuff like that. The computer does it.
Yeah, we know where it is and where it'll be for the next 18 months.
18 months. Gabby, like, stands up. She's like, 18 months. 18 months. And she walks.
Wait. Oh.
What?
Hit this.
18 months. She comes over and hits the joint. And she's like, 18 months.
The sheriff said that the miners killed themselves. That's kind of like the scientists killing themselves.
I'm telling you, we need to look at the asteroid while we're high. I think that's the weakness of these things.
Is the asteroid a craw alien?
I don't think so.
Maybe all aliens are weak to it.
Look, Gabby says Louis Dubois' journal said something about petroglyphs and like the first natives that lived here in the valley. They worshipped the red star or something like that. You can look through the journal if you want, but that's what this whole new cult is also worshiping. So there's definitely a connection there. If I don't know. What if the natives no, I don't know.
No,
No,
keep
I
keep
love
keep
the
keep talking.
natives.
No, keep talking.
So like the natives, what if they were like these cultists now? They were doing all of these same rituals and shit like that. Like Louis Dubois' journal says that some other tribe from upstate New York came down here and slaughtered all of them, which is exactly what you would do if you ran into this cult. So I'm just saying, like history repeating itself like this, there's got to be some sort of pattern.
So we need to.
You think if we kill all the cultists, the asteroid won't hit the planet?
No, I
Damn,
think
because I gotta say that's a solution we could have done.
I think it exists, and I think these cultists knew about it a long ass time ago, which makes me think, like, how could they have known unless it's done a flyby before, right? And it's in our orbit, so it's been coming and coming for how long? How long has the universe been around? It's something ancient and something terrifying. It's been planned and ordained, and it hurts my soul to even think about.
You said it did a flyby in the 1700s?
I don't know because I don't have all the research. Um, everybody that's really done the research and figured all of that stuff out has killed themselves. So I don't really want to get too close to it. But I can tell you, it's coming, and I don't know. It's scaring the shit out of me.
Theo opens his arms. Is like, it's all right.
She'll give you a hug. Walks over to you, gives you a big old squeeze. She backs away from you, and she's crying, and she's like, "Thanks. That helps."
Yeah. Whew. Ancient aliens. No, they knew about it. It's coming. It's always go. So we should join the cult.
What?
The cult doesn't go crazy, and they know about it.
No, they don't go crazy because they already went crazy.
They were
making
they were
sacrifices.
sacrificing people, good people. They were murdering people.
You know, they're not. They didn't go crazy because they already are crazy.
I'm a
I'm telling you.
sociopath, and I know that's a dumb idea.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the answer is wait.
I don't think that's the answer to that problem either. Although, good job finding out the answer to the crawl. I do think it's the answer to that. And I think we're going to have a really fun town hall meeting. I also think we should probably try to get a hold of that spaceship because I'm starting to think we may need to go visit this asteroid.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a space marine.
And so you're going to use a cross spaceship to fly to the asteroid.
It's a working plan.
I love this plan.
Yeah, we need a nuke and a mining drill.
Or at least a nuke. Actually, what we really need is something that can push an asteroid, which that spaceship might be able to do.
What are you going to do to not go crazy?
There's no windows in the spaceship.
We just need to be crazy first.
Can cut my eyes out.
I will.
think I'd
I
rather
will shoot you in the
her.
face.
And you said I was crazy?
You just said you were going to cut your eyes out. Yes.
So I can't see the asteroid.
There are no windows in the spaceship.
But there is like a bubble in space-time in the spaceship. And there's no air in the spaceship.
Yeah, that's a problem we can figure out. There's no air in space either.
We talked about scuba suits.
Yeah.
So let's catch an alien spaceship with some hammer pigs.
I think we already discussed how we're going to bring the spaceship down. We may need to be a little bit more gentle about it than I originally thought.
So what is that plan?
Well, I wanted to shoot it with harpoons. Hammer wanted to shoot a mortar at it. Or was it Theo wanted to shoot a mortar at it?
No, I want to catch it with a net.
Yes, somebody wanted to. I wanted to use harpoons. Someone wanted to use a net. Someone wanted to shoot a mortar at it. So we were going to use all three ideas and just see what stuck.
And we've sourced the net, the harpoon. We've sourced all that stuff. We talked about this.
Yeah, you don't remember? We went through a whole montage, and then you.
I remember the montage.
And then you railroaded us into your Halloween episode.
I sure did. As soon as you guys were like pigs, I was like, yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have all these things. So you're gonna set out, and now let's say it's nighttime. 7:00 ish.
We were going to use hammer as bait.
Oh, like the next morning?
Yeah, we found
we were going to inject my blood into pigs and use the pigs as bait.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to do that, and they found some sort of signal we were going to use that could give us like the vicinity of one. Of course, now that we know why your blood's special, we could probably just use concentrated, because we now have access to one of those corpses. Pretty sure that's what's doing the job.
You don't think it's coming from his bone marrow and that's why it's there?
His bone marrow.
Like part of his dad's DNA inside of him?
You think his dad's a crawl?
Or he's got something. I mean, we know the Yeti were controlled by the Craw, and he fought a Yeti. Or a Yeti-like.
I mean, that would still just make the crawl organics that are in your blood, which I don't know how.
He could have got its blood on him, so he wasn't actually infected with the being, but he could have been infected by the biology.
Yeah, but it's not DNA; it's organic material. So how does it get into your mother because you're not born from your father?
Maybe it is in the DNA?
That was very explicitly stated by the GM. Was that a mistake?
No, Hammer, who's your mom?
Fuck if I know.
Fuck if you know.
He was born from a craw egg sac.
He was born from a Yeti. Gross.
What do you remember of your childhood?
Regardless, I think that it's still my point of going all the way back full circle is that it doesn't matter. It's all crawl DNA. Whether it comes from Hammer or whether it comes from that thing, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we have a non-diluted sample we can use to lure them in. I mean, we can still use Hammer's blood if you really, really want to, but I don't think we have to. I think we have something better.
Just go get that crawl that's still wiggling in the operating room.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, I thought you chopped that up.
I mean, yes, we did, but we're still going to have plenty of pure blood. We've got plenty of pure organic samples from it that we can use.
Oh, yeah, I get you. So, it's just piecemealed.
It's not very pure, though. It's got a lot of THC in it.
All I know is I'm keeping one of those grenades with me at all times. Because if I get on that ship, it's getting popped.
One of the foggers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, let's write on a card. Oh, you know what? Where'd the smoke grenade go?
Well, we also need we need to go get our vat of 50 gallons of death to crawl.
We need to get our 50 grand, and then some. We might need more than one barrel. I got a whole town to cure.
50 gallons is a lot.
I'm aware, but like we don't know how many aliens there are. Let's just tell him to make sure he makes more because we're probably going to need more. And also,
How many of those THC ones did you make? 3?
we haven't made any because we bought the whole can.
Oh yeah, it was the 3 in the bag, right?
We
You good with 3?
we didn't really
Stupid.
specify, but also those, like, Chad has those for the town hall meeting. I don't mind handing one off to Hammer. He may need to sniff on it. But like, we need to keep in mind that these have a purpose.
Yeah. But if I get taken on board one of those ships, I don't really care about the town hall anymore.
Absolutely. You should definitely take one with you. Also, I should make you a web belt.
Okay. Yeah.
Where the belt buckles a detonator and the belt's made out of det cord.
Rough.
What?
That'd be insta bad.
I mean, look, can't be too careful. I think he's okay though. I think they're okay, but I'm cautiously optimistic. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm still super nervous. I'm alternating between passing and failing these roles where I give a shit about my friends. It's really making it difficult.
Here's a grenade that might save your life. Here's a belt that will split you in half.
It's how he'd want to go.
Just a bad round of Taco Bell. Oh, I gotta go real bad. Oh.
No, I'd want to go with a nuke.
If I had one, I would. Yes.
Yeah, because if I had the option, like I want to go with a nuke. I want to take all the bad things in a 5-mile radius with me.
Look, good news. If my plan with the spaceship works out, I'm pretty sure we can convince the government to give us a nuke for this.
Or we could just steal one. Like, we've stolen everything else.
We absolutely could, but we could ask for one. They might just give us one.
Yeah, we'll ask first.
All right, metagame. I want you guys to go back to like the Major Hammer and Colonel Greenheart and like see them now as cowboys, and you guys are in so deep, and ask them for a nuke because they would get you one that was dirty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That was like absolutely smuggled in from the Middle East.
This is totally legit. It says USSR on the side.
It's North Korea's. Like it's something awful. Like
you're sure this is gonna go off, right? And they're like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what's the plan now? It's 11:30.
Try to catch an alien spacecraft.
Who's taking smoke grenades?
I'll take the ones that don't go with Mr. Hammer, although I will offer Theo one if he wants it.
There's 4 here. If somebody wants to grab them, get Gabby over here.
Theo, do you want one?
No, those look scary.
Okay, I'll take 3. Hammer takes 1. I have a lot of grenades now.
Looks like one's left.
Yep, that's for Mr. Hammer.
Thank you, Theo.
I'll just take that too.
So Seth's place, right? Because you guys are gonna get the 50 gallons.
Yeah, we got lots of chores to do.
What's first?
Seth plays.
Yeah, I think we need ammunition.
So out of the warehouse.
Did we get approval while we were there to just pay him the $50K?
Yeah, Grizzly would have just given you cash.
Okay. Oh god, we got duffel bags full of fucking cash.
Yeah, it's probably exactly a duffel bags.
No paperwork.
I was gonna say, good news. We don't have to use a flamethrower.
Also gonna pick up a coagulant.
Coagulant.
Yeah. So if you get olive point bullets, you can put a couple drops of THC oil in them, and then a coagulant on top. It'll gellify it, and then you have THC bullets.
Interesting.
You can use off the shelf baking gelatin for that.
Cornstarch.
Oh,
Yep,
there
you
you go.
can use cornstarch too. Well, the problem with cornstarch is that it doesn't solidify the way gelatin does. But you could use it like that.
You can also just put a dollop of wax on top.
Yep, I was about to say you can also dip it in wax. Of course, the wax burns off.
True.
You'll give me the things and tell me to shoot him at the things.
Yeah,
I think you're talking about bullets, right?
Yes. Hey, did I get to grab those blessed bullets since we're talking about bullets?
Yeah.
Can I get a... There's 4 of them.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
4 times blessed bullets.
Should I text Dad? We might need a nuke so he can get on that, or we still sourcing that plan?
Yeah.
We need
also,
we need a way to deliver the nuke first. So let's find that spaceship. But first, we're going to the weed farm.
ask him if you have a mother.
That's not going to be an awkward conversation. Can you have that conversation while we're at the weed farm?
He only texts him. Hey, Dad, was I born from an egg sack?
And why did you put your dick in that?
Who is my mom?
Are you my mother?
Betty the Getty.
Hey, Dad, need a nuke, a spaceship, spacesuit, a mining drill, and who is my mom?
So a couple minutes go by, and you'll get a text back that says Charlotte Webb 6942 South Living. I don't know. It's an address in Vienna, Virginia, which is only a couple hours away. Charlotte Webb.
I thought 6'9" was her height.
She's 6'9", 420 pounds,
And furry.
and furry.
How come we never met her?
So you remember one year you got a sweater for Christmas, and your dad didn't tell you where it came from. And it was the coziest sweater that fit you like so long.
This was
And
made
you were
from
like
your mom's fur.
devastated that it was like you outgrew it, and you were devastated when you outgrew it.
What color was it?
What color do you want it to be?
I was guessing what color
Red.
it was going to be. Red.
It's red.
Oh, my safety sweater.
You missed that sweater.
Still miss it. Felt like a second skin.
All right, so you roll up to the greenhouse, and there's this green pickup truck there. And as you guys pull up, there's a man that steps out. And he looks at you guys. You guys are in the sledge. And he looks at you guys, and he clearly makes eye contact with all 3 of you. And he goes, and he spits a thing of tobacco, and he hops. Like he was walking out of the greenhouse, so he hops into his truck, and he backs out, pulls away, goes down the road. You guys pull in. Seth walks out after the guy. He's like, fucking hick. Jesus. Hey, how you guys doing? You here for the jug, right?
You drop 50K worth of duffel bagged money, and we're like 50 gallons of THC, please.
We're probably gonna need more.
You're gonna need more?
Yeah, you might want to get on production.
Yeah, sure. I'll get on it. I mean, it's fucking chock full in there. So, yeah. Oh, man, 50K. You guys fucking came through. Holy shit. All right, let me get it rolled out. And he goes and he gets a forklift, and it comes out on a pallet. And it's a 55-gallon drum. Blue container.
I take it from him.
You just pick it up.
Hold on, I'm checking the weight. I'm pretty sure I'm into it though.
I mean, I'm sure the truck can handle it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, how much of a gallon of milk weigh? Is that
It's
5 pounds?
459 pounds, depending on what's in it. Oil is lighter than water, so technically it would be less than that.
Oil's lighter than
Oil
water.
is less dense than water.
Less
Yeah, oil,
dense.
that's why oil floats on top of water.
Not lighter, just less dense.
It does seem backwards.
Does a gallon of oil weigh the same as a gallon of water then?
I'm looking it up because now I'm curious.
We all retarded.
I'm pretty sure it does weigh less. Because gallon is not a weight measurement; it's a volume measurement.
Yeah, but density is not a weight measurement. It's a total
Density,
units inside of things.
Apparently, density is how close the molecules are together and also affects its weight. Oil is lighter than water.
Yeah, fuck you guys. So yeah,
So with his massive brain,
Oh, wait a
Agent
minute.
Hammer walks up and picks up this oil barrel.
Yes, water is heavy in oil. Yes.
His strength and
GPT
bone.
decided it wanted to interject on that. It's really creepy.
Oh.
I don't want him doing that.
Thanks, Chat GPT.
Like, it's creepy that you knew I was asking the question and decided to interject your opinion.
Okay. So you have a barrel. Seth says, "Come back anytime, fellas. You know where I be. Nice doing business."
make sure you continuously sample your product.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you sample it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I sell to pretty much everybody in the valley that smokes. All right, so you gather up your gallons. You're on your way back in the sledge, and the man in the green truck starts to follow you. I'm not going to make you roll an awareness. You guys all have pretty high awareness. Who's driving the sledge?
Me.
All right. So the plan right now is just that you guys know that you're being followed. Maybe he's a couple cars back. What do you want to do? Where do you want to lead him?
When we did our montage, one of the things we did was add a harpoon launcher to the sledge.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. I might skip the violence depending on how aggressive this guy tails us.
I say we just pull over.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
It will
I just,
instantly tell us if he's going to be hostile.
yeah, I just pull over and get out of the car with my shotgun.
All right. He speeds up and rides past you guys. Goes around the next bend and disappears.
Huh. You know, from the looks of him, I'm mostly talking to Hammer, I didn't think he was that smart.
I agree. Clearly, we were wrong.
All right. So you continue on. Where's your next stop?
I'm filling foggers in the back of the truck.
Okay. Is that a demolitions roll? What do you feel like doing here?
I can do either one. I've got trap making and I've got demolitions. I feel like it is demolitions, even though these are foggers and not really grenades. Like, they're reusable from the way they're described. So,
Yeah, so I'm imagining the foggers that I've seen online that use an air pump. I mean, it's an air mattress pump and a massive fucking. Ooh, it's brilliant. So you need an igniter, and then basically this thing just sucks all of the material to burn. So
doesn't matter whether you do trap smithing or demolitions. I passed it.
sweet deal. So you're piecing this stuff together in the truck, doing pretty well, feeling good about yourself. All right, is anybody still partaking?
Not intentionally, but I am handling THC oil. I imagine it is absorbable through the
gloves
skin. No.
No gloves.
Maybe after a minute or two, I'll be like, oh, shit.
You get really hungry. Like, oh man.
Oh, man, I should have worn gloves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I need some burgers.
Theo is still smoking, and he's reading the book that was glowing called "The Woods and the Goddess."
How long you think you've been reading that?
The ride from there to him, a couple of hours. Actually, I don't know how long that takes to get places.
So I just need 2 hours. Did you do 2 hours of it?
I'd say probably an hour in.
Okay, give me an anthropology roll.
How does a 2 work? 2 out of 70.
Hell yeah, that's good. All right, so your anthropology skill is going to go up by 1%. Your history is going to go up by 1%. Your occult is going to go up 2%.
Oh, a cult went up. Does that mean he has to roll sanity again?
He loses 2 sanity. That's how that works.
Oh, that's even worse.
Can I use willpower to push that off, or is that only if I'm seeing a thing?
You can push that off on a bond if you would like to. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm reading about history and anthropology, and I'm just getting flashbacks about Ralph Hickleston saying, like, oh, well, clearly that's a very historical thing that I need to show in my very prestigious museum. I'll give you 50, and just every artifact that this old book is describing, I'm going, it just needs to be displayed. He doesn't need to own it. And and I might call him up and say, like, you don't own everything, just out of the blue.
Okay. So you're gonna roll a d4 for me. That's how much you can push off out of this 2. So if you like max out, you can max out. That's fine.
3.
Okay, yeah, you'll be able to max it. You are also going to lose that much in willpower for right now. 3 willpower. But you'll be able to push that 2 off on your bond, Higgleston. And this is how it goes. It is a doctoral dissertation that summarizes an extensive body of witch lore. It is compiled through interviews of locals in this region. The central narrative is one of a mine disaster in, get this, 1902. and it's got a part in it that sticks out to you. It's an interview with a man who was alive back in 1902, because this was written in 1959. So it's a guy.
Gorza.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you what they were talking about in the interview in Discord.
I thought it was going to be Gorza.
Hopefully this sends correctly. Oh, it's not formatted very well. So it's a conversation between a guy named RC and then the interviewer. And it only fucking pasted some of it. That's annoying. There we go. All right, do with what you will with that. So you guys are driving down the road again. Do. And the green truck again pops out of like a driveway. Starts following you guys. What's the plan, Mr. Hammer?
The guy in the green pickup truck. Let's see where he went. Hello?
I heard you.
Sorry, say that again.
The guy with the green pickup truck.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow where he went.
Well, he's following you at this point. He came out of a driveway
Oh, okay.
as you passed by, and now he's behind you again.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna pull into the middle of the road so that he can't get around us. I mean, we'll wait till we get to a spot where he can't just drive around the side of the road,
Okay.
And then we're gonna be waiting on him.
So he pulls up, and let's say, for luck's sake, he's alone. He rolls his window down, and he sticks his head out a little bit, and he's like, "Y'all okay? You broken down?"
Yeah. No. Why are you following us?
It's a small town. I ain't following you guys.
Oh no, you definitely been following us. You might as well come clean down. And I rack a load.
Oh shit!
Can I roll?
All right,
Can I roll human int? Even though I've already failed it like 7 times.
Yeah, give it.
Nope, I failed that one too. Okay.
What's your name, partner?
Clint. Name's Clint Ecker.
With that, I pull the trigger.
Oh shit! Give me a firearms roll. Should have lied.
That is a 3.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah, out of a much higher number.
Roll that damage.
I gotta find that. Damn it. I wasn't expecting to shoot people.
The little girl in the car next to you guys screams.
You said he was alone.
I know. Just to make it so crazy.
I don't see my shotgun, so I'm just gonna shoot him
Oh,
with
Jesus.
silence assault weapon. Unless you'd prefer the shotgun, in which case I'll figure out where that's at.
I mean, we can just say it's going to kill this guy, you know? If you weren't ready to roll it, I thought you wanted to roll the damage. It'd be pretty good.
I did. I just I wasn't expecting it.
So
I think it's 2d12, isn't it?
the M4 is 1d12, armor piercing 5. Smith and Wesson is 1d2. Oh wait, no, I've got that part of the book open. I'm a derp. I'm sorry. I've actually got the page open.
Oh yeah. Here we go. I might have it open too. Hold on.
Okay, so a shotgun firing a regular shot is 2d8. It has ammo
Nice.
capacity of 5. It has no lethality. I'm trying to figure out. So it specifies slug versus shot. Oh, half damage beyond base range. Shotgun examples: 12 gauge, Mossberg, Model 500, Remington 870, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's 2d8.
What's the slug?
The slug is reduced to 2d6 beyond base range.
Okay, but we're not beyond base range.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm using the slugs because I got the THC gel in them.
It's 75 meters base range, so it's got a decent base, which I appreciate when, people don't treat it like it's a video game.
2d6 plus.
It's 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8 plus. Usually there's a plus.
There's no plus. There's no plus on any of these. Well, the heavy rifle is +2. That's it.
All right, it takes 2 damage from my shotgun, and it now has THC in its blood.
All right. So you shoot this man, and it, let's just say it like fucks his stomach up on the right hand side. Like a good gut shot wound, and he's like, and he starts like trying to plug the hole. He shot me. Oh fuck!
Is it red or green?
It's red.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm not going to shoot him.
That's all right. I keep walking up to him. I tell him, well, there's still time for medical attention. But I'm going to need to know why you're following us. Or, And I rack another load.
That's me, not him.
Oh, sorry. You guys look so similar.
Theo grabs the first aid kit and starts running around.
Chad's going to put his hand on his shoulder and be like, good idea, but let's wait a second. Just give him a second.
God damn, you fucking shot me. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yes, I did. And I'm going to shoot you again if you don't start speaking some truths.
Oh, damn, mister. Oh, fuck. You're fucking... Okay, hold up. Hold
5,
up.
4...
Look, my brother was Caleb. Caleb, he was my brother-in-law. Caleb Higginbotham. You killed him the other night down at the pig farm. Now, you look here. You don't have to shoot me, but you killed Caleb, and basically the whole family's coming after you, and they told me that I gotta find out where you guys are hiding out so that they can burn you out. Don't shoot me again, please. Oh, God damn.
But I'm gonna do something for you that I don't do for many people, and it is entirely because you have a child in the car. I'm gonna let you leave.
He's
But if
alone.
I see you say there was a child in the car.
He's
I was
alone.
joking.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just shoot him. Oh, my bad. I thought you had a kid. Boom.
It's worse. There's a
Yep.
dog.
Yeah, an old coonhound. Oh, yes. Actually, no, that's perfect.
I'm gonna open the door and let the dog out before I catch his car on fire.
Okay, so there's some stuff that happens, though. Theo, the crystal in your pockets, actually both crystals, heat up. And when Clint Icker dies in front of you, that's when the crystals heat up, and then the dog inside the truck starts freaking the fuck out. Starts pawing at the window, starts barking, starts whimpering, starts absolutely freaking out, and then Chad opens the door, and it hops out, and it looks at Chad and pees.
Chad chucks a incendiary device in the truck and just calmly walks back towards the sledge. You guys coming?
Blue tick hound fucking takes off running.
Guys, I think that was the guy. I don't know if the things in it I think that dog was the guy you just killed.
So,
And then at that point, I turned around because the incendiary grenade's about to go off.
His body's in the car. I would have done that at the same time he put the grenade in.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Good
yep.
deal.
Push it off the road with the sledge, and then we leave.
nah, I think we should just leave it in the sledge. We kind of want them to know we did it. We just don't want anyone to be able to prove it because he said there's more family coming. We want them to know. It's a bad idea.
Where are you headed now?
I think we head back to home base.
Yep. Is anyone following us anymore, or was it just him?
Yeah, so it was just him that you guys were tracking him pretty good. He sucked at his job.
He's in a bright green truck.
Yep.
And he told us his name.
With a coonhound barking.
Huh?
Yeah. I said you shot him, but yeah, the coonhound was barking.
He told me the name, and then I shot him. You can check the stream. I got the name. You said the name before I shot him.
I did. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm
He
with
said Icker. I was like, oh yeah, I know where this is going.
All right. So you head back to what warehouse?
The green box.
Yep, the green box.
That's what it's called now. It's in my book. And I want to get these all these X's on my sheet resolved.
I'm also gonna let the G Squad here know that the people that we saved their teammates downstairs from that particular clan has decided they want vengeance. They're hunting us, and by us I mean I pointed around the room. That'd be you guys too.
My guy's gonna get some sleep. There's bunks here, right?
There are bunks down in the lower level.
Oh. I'm also going to try to figure out what kind of kink sex Gigi's into, because either she wants me to twist her nipples or she wants to twist Theo's nipples, and I got to figure out which.
Theo's nipples?
something about that made her blush, so we're going to figure out either she wants it done to her, or she wants to do it to Theo. That's one of these things is going to be happening.
You just go insane. No, I'm just kidding.
My character is so already past that line.
All right. So you want a rest period. Let's go ahead and
yes, resolve all these check marks.
Let's resolve some checks, failed checks.
Okay, so I already failed. Which one did you ask for that I... Oh, human intelligence. That was the one. Okay, so if you fail it and you roll it again, you then get some points back. But how do you determine how many points you get?
You have to fail it, then you roll something.
Yeah, yes, I know that. That's what I'm asking. I rolled it again. You're supposed to roll it again when you resolve it. And then I failed it again there. And
okay, it's a D4.
It's a D4. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yep, add a D4.
Okay. That's 2. That resolves human. And that's the same for all of them? It's a D4 for all of them?
Yeah, you can't do it to a sanity.
Oh, yeah. Sanity doesn't have check marks, though.
Yep. And that's been apparently addendummed a couple times, so like it depends on which book you're reading the rules out of. But I think they simplified it by making it just a D4. I think the idea, though, in real Delta Green is that it's a long time between these sets.
Well, we went 2 sessions.
Yeah, that's true. That's 8 hours, folks.
I think I passed that one. That sucks. 29. Oh no, I failed it by 1. Okay.
Hey, Kizik.
Yep.
The most you can get from that reference of witch balls. Know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Which
The
balls about?
witch balls are we talking about? Those are used to they can paralyze their target. So basically, you make it, and then you can place it under their bed, and it will paralyze them until it decays naturally. So a very, very, very long time.
Do I have all the ingredients for that? Or can I guess that'd be a thing I had to start researching.
Yeah, it's going to take 15 hours to learn, and it's going to cost more sanity and willpower and power, just to give you a heads up metagame. And we'll go through all that if that's what you want to learn how to do.
I'd like to rest and recover some
Yeah,
more points and everything.
That makes sense.
Which balls was that?
Which balls were we talking about?
I'm gonna get my nipples twisted first and then look for which balls I want.
All right.
Might have somebody interested in helping you.
That's right. It's 50-50 shot.
All right, so we've got a Charlotte web to maybe follow up on if Hammer ever wants to find that out. It did come from your dad, so yeah, keep that in mind. You guys learned some history on the town. That's always good. You saved Grizzly from committing suicide. You guys all got stoned, which was fun. You learned some valuable information. That the Craw are allergic to weed.
They're allergic to THC.
They're allergic to THC that was grown in the soil of
The
Twin
local
Oaks.
area, yeah. Or more specifically, he said that the fact that it's local is important. We don't actually know that that's really true. That's an assumption.
Thank you. I mean, it's true, but thank you.
I'm all of the mine references, like something about the soil here is weird.
Am I being too heavy-handed here?
What do you mean?
With railroading you guys?
No, we figured out a lot of it on our own.
That's true.
Pretty psyched about that. I'm a super genius now.
We might get to fly a spaceship. It might be the last thing we do.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
We got to get the spaceship first.
It's also going to be fun for Hammer when he, there's a connection. It's going to be great.
And we're going to interrupt the town council meeting.
No, we're not going to interrupt it. We're just going to put things in the vents and see what happens. They're going to interrupt. They're going to interrupt each other. I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to be in a radiation suit with a radiation gun scanning some people.
I'm relatively certain we're going to pump that shit into the vents, and then people are going to be interrupted by, why did his head explode? Oh my god, what is that? And then we're going to kill everybody.
So you guys know who's left on the council, right? There's Brandy Pocock. She owns the Haven Inn.
Mm-hmm.
There's Braxton Coleman. He sold moonshine in the first episode. We got Rodney Good, who owns the hardware store, and then Ivan Gorza, the mega businessman.
Yeah, we know he's bad, and we think at least one of the others.
And Sheriff Bloom.
I think the Rodney guy is a red herring, and that he will be the guy who doesn't have his head explode, but then he'll get killed by the guys who do.
No, I'm saying
I'm calling that now.
I'm saying Ivan Gorza is the bad guy.
Oh, that's the rich guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I think is a red herring.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he's actually a bad guy. Total hunch. I got no evidence to back any of that up.
My hunch for weed was
Right? And that worked
weed.
out. That worked out pretty well.
It was that guy smokes weed and is in control of his body, and Matt's the DM.
I'm not gonna lie. That was part of my logic too. I was like, this is totally a thing Matt would do.
I wonder.
I write these stories. Look at this guy. This is you're gonna meet him sooner or later. He's a SETI researcher that has come across the asteroid just like by himself, and he's gonna come to the town because he's figured out the trajectory on his own. He's just gonna be like, it's fucking absolutely insane.
He figured out the trajectory on his own, so he just wants to be here when it hits. Like,
Yeah.
zero.
No, he's lost his fucking mind. Yeah, he's absolutely lost his mind. And he's going to be a lot of fun as a character. Hopefully, you just don't just blast him in the head.
He needs to show up Winnie the Pooh in it, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, shirt, socks, shoes, no pants.
Man, we got free gas. We like I did anything. But somebody was like, hey, so I smoke a Juul and Sheets gives you $2.50 off per gallon if you have this. And the guy stopped and was like, hey, get something. So smoking gives you free gas and saves you from being controlled by aliens. Like all good things.
It's a story for off stream.
Huh.
But yes, that did happen.
That's that's weird.
Speaking
All right,
of stopping the stream, are we good? We same bat time, same bat channel next week, or the week after next for Delta Green. Next week we got Traveler coming up. Going to be some exciting stuff. I should stream on Wednesday. Sorry, I missed last Wednesday, and I think that's it. Ghost, anything?
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for playing, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys later.